I reset the NBA back to the 1983 NBA season and changed NBA history forever. All right, today I most likely have a long one for you guys. We are heading into the Magic vs. Bird era, completely resetting the NBA. Here it is right here. Look at this. I actually want to kind of watch the new thing. I haven't actually seen this little slideshow. I can't hear it, which it would probably help if I could hear it. But we got Larry Bird. Look at him. Very nice. Okay. All right. We got Magic. I heard the lighting might be kind of new in the new 80s mode, or that might have been a mod on Instagram that I saw. But here's Larry Bird, of course. We are back in. I'm just going to skip this. I'm sorry. I feel like you guys don't really care. So we are obviously back in the 80s. This is it. There was much less teams. In total, I think there were, like 24 teams in the league at this time? Or no, like 23, right? Because, I mean, there were 23 teams here. So things are definitely very different, but still interesting. So obviously, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson are running the show here in the 80s, and it's kind of just beginning. The rivalry had just started in 1983. I'm not insanely good. I usually can pinpoint exactly who won when. All I know is that Larry Bird has that championship in, I think, 1981, right? Yeah, he has a championship in 1981, and then Magic has a championship in 1980 and 1982. So 1983, I want to say the Sixers won the championship in 1983. I don't think it was the Lakers. I think, and then the Celtics won again in 1985. And then the Lakers won in 1986 and 87. So I'm pretty sure the Sixers won 83. 84 might have been the Celtics. Honestly, could be wrong on that. You guys can obviously call me a casual and whatnot in the comment section. But we're going to get right into this. We're resetting the entire NBA history from 1983 all the way to 2025. It's going to be 17 plus 25. What is that? Like a lot of seasons. That's 30. I don't know, man. If it was 15 plus 25, it's easier. I think it's 42 seasons. So let's get right into season number 1, the 1982-1983 season. Okay, maybe we're not going to be every single team. Moses Malone is the MVP. I mean, at this time, the MVP was really going back and forth with Larry Bird and Magic. It was mostly Bird winning the MVPs in this era, but it's Moses Malone, 33.17 rebounds. Ralph Sampson was the Rookie of the Year. Kevin McHale, Sixth Man of the Year. Tree Rollins, defensive. All right. Let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so maybe that's why Larry Bird didn't win the MVP. He was maybe injured. What did he average? 26.6 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Looks like some pretty good stats, better than 82-83. Does he already have an MVP at this point in his career? No. So, yeah, I think I want to say 1984 was his first, obviously, MVP. So, so Magic, obviously, first-team All-NBA as well. Isaiah Thomas, man, one of the most underrated players from this era. Easily the second best point guard, possibly the third best player in the league, if you want to make an argument. Maybe not at this time, but probably post 1986, it wasn't even close. There's the defensive, here's the second, and then we got the rookies. I mean, this 1982 draft class, not really that interesting to me. So we're gonna simulate. Obviously, we're gonna get past the first couple rounds. I might simcast the. Okay, that's annoying that I have to deal with this. So I'm not going to, because I got to deal with every injury. I'm not going to pinpoint on every single team. That's not very fun. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to simcast every single game. It's not happening. But I will probably simcast maybe the conference finals. Definitely the finals, obviously. Okay, so Pistons Celtics, I might as well actually simulate that. I'm not going to lie. I might as well actually check that out. But as for the Lakers, I could care less. I'm pretty sure the Lakers are going to kill the Trailblazers. I'm actually going to simcast this if this is an interesting series. Okay, it's 2-2. 3-2. Celtics are up 3-2. The Lakers already made the finals. Could we see Isaiah Thomas actually possibly reach the finals a little earlier? No, it's not going to happen. Celtics win this one by 33 points. All right, 24, 6, and 13 from Larry Bird. And, of course, we To start off the video, we have a classic Lakers versus Boston Celtics finals matchup. It doesn't get much more classic than this. Celtics take a 1-0 lead, 1-1 Lakers, 2-1 Celtics. We got a tie game series, and it's 3-2 for the Lakers. I'll go ahead and simcast this matchup. Let's see what's going on here. 4-point game. Ooh, Lakers I think we're going to actually force a game 7. Oh, no. Not quite yet. Okay. 7-point game. Yeah, Lakers force a game 7, 26, 9, and 14 from Larry Bird. 24 and 15 from Kareem, 16 and 14 from Magic Johnson. It was really Kareem who low-key saved the day here. And the Lakers win the championship. I don't know why I thought the Celtics were up 3-2. Magic winning the finals MVP 19, 7, and 12. I'd have to look back to see who actually won. Let me just do that real quick. Okay, so yeah, in 1984, the Celtics actually won the championship, so I was right about that in the beginning of this video. So they won it 1. The Lakers actually take care of business. I believe they beat the Rockets, actually, in 1984. I'm pretty sure the Lakers lost to the Houston Rockets, but it looks like the Houston Rockets did not even stand a chance. They got blown out 3-0. So let's continue with this. Anybody's retiring that I care about? No. Okay, so draft lottery. Let's do it. What's going on in the draft lottery? Obviously, the Bulls have the chance at the number 1 pick, and they don't get it, which means we might have to see if Michael Jordan drops to the 2nd pick so he can be on the Bulls, or is he going to be a Sacramento King, which would automatically change low-key everything. Let's see what happens here. Kansas City Kings, I'm assuming, okay, they take Hakeem Olajuwon just like in real life. Hakeem goes number 1, which means I assume, there it is, Michael Jordan is actually joining the Chicago Bulls. It feels realistic. It feels right. There's John Stockton going 3rd to the Sixers. I do probably need to add Charles Barkley. I should have done that. Whatever, it's fine. So Michael Jordan actually is on the Bulls, which is kind of fire. I'm not going to lie. Like, he actually ended up on the Bulls, that's the first surprise we're going to get. We're not going to get that probably with any other, like, big-name player in the league. He's probably not going to go to his respected team, let's be real. But that's interesting. All right, so here it is. This is the league right now. Anything changing? I mean, I see Jordan's here still. Anything interesting going on here? Obviously, other than Jordan being on the Bulls, like in real life. I mean, obviously, Hakeem's now on the Kings, and they actually don't have a bad team, too. Anything fun? Magic went up to a 98 overall. He was just a 95, and this team is probably going to run through the NBA again. I have a feeling the Lakers are going to be the dynasty that destroys the Celtics every time. Like, I could see the Celtics not winning another championship. Damn, so Ralph Sampson, we're not getting the Twin Towers in Houston, obviously, because Hakeem is not on that team anymore. And I think that's it. Nothing really else is interesting here, so I guess let's continue with season number 2. We got, 40 seasons left? It's going to take a while. All right, MVP for Magic Johnson. I told you, he actually might just be that guy. And it's low-key because 2K overrates rebounds when it comes to these simulations is what I've noticed. But there's Michael Jordan, 28 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists as the Rookie of the Year. Let's see if he made the playoffs. Ralph Sampson, Defensive Player of the Year. James Worthy, Most Improved. And damn, the Lakers finished with a 73-9 record in 1985. This should be the Celtics year, I'm not going to lie, but that's insane. What did Larry Bird do? 26-8. Did Jordan make? Yeah, he did. He made all the NBA second team in his first rookie season. The Bulls did make the playoffs, so I guess we'll watch out for that. But let's just get right into the past the first round. Damn. They got absolutely blown out by the Sixers. Jordan 26-5. What did he average in the playoffs? I mean, he had a good playoffs, but I guess the rest of his team is pretty garbage. So we'll see if he actually ends up. Obviously, the Bulls weren't even making the playoffs at this time in real life, so makes sense. Okay, Sixers lose. We got another Detroit Pistons versus Boston Celtics matchup that we should have to watch out for. I'll do the same thing as I did last time. If it's a good conference finals matchup, I'll look into it. But the Pistons are up 3-0 in this series. Larry Bird, 28, 10, and 7. See what's going on with Isaiah Thomas. Isn't even 23, 3, and 11. He's putting up great numbers, but is Bird playing terrible? No, he's putting up 26 and 10 and 6 assists, so that's not even that bad. But it looks like the Pistons are... Wow! What did I just watch? Did you guys see that? The Celtics just won 4 games back-to-back. Came back from 3-0. If they don't win Larry Bird must have had a crazy 4 games. We got to go check this out. Let's see. This is when he was down. See, he was down 3-0 right here, and then they won 4 straight games. This one was down to the wire, 94-93. Everything else looks like it was blowouts. This game wasn't even that crazy, 20-7. Then he dropped 27, 29, and then he dropped 39 in Game 7. I want to count how many times we see 3-0 comebacks in this simulation, but we got Lakers versus Celtics, part 2. 1, 2. Okay, the Celtics are up 3-1 this time, so it's a different series, it looks like. Celtics might get the go-ahead to take them out in this first series, or this second series between these two, and the Lakers actually forced a Game 6. And it's Magic with a nice little triple-double here. Larry Bird at 31. He always plays great. Larry Bird always shows up for this team. Let's say that about Larry Bird. Let's see if he can maybe finish things off at home. Damn. All right, we're going to 7. So after the Celtics come back from 3-0, nice little 30-point triple-double for Magic. I don't really remember him really doing that much. But after the 3-0 comeback that the Celtics made, the Lakers are looking to make history and make a 3-1 comeback in the finals, though. And they're actually up in this. I mean, they're keeping a lead. They are home. Okay, now the Celtics have a lead. It's a 9-point game. It's a 4-point game. We might get a hop in. 6-point game. 6-point game. 4-point game. 2 minutes left. I'll hop into this one. See if the Celtics can finish things off. Okay, so they didn't really change the lighting. Is the lighting different? I'm pretty sure that was just a mod I was looking at. I mean, yeah, it's the same. Why did I see like a cool mod that showed that the lighting was different? And people were like, this is 2K26 in the 80s. I got actually clickbaited by one of those stupid Instagram accounts. Here's Robert Parrish out to Maxwell. Buckner with it. Let's see if the Boston Celtics can take care of business. Out to Kevin McHale in the post with James Worthy on him. Driving in, can't find the shot. Bird is open. McHale in the post, flings it up and in. Tough shot from Kevin McHale to hold a 6-point lead. Man, people don't know how underrated Kevin McHale was. He was so solid in his prime as Robert Parrish gets that steal. Bird, step back, nice little midi, puts it in. Celtics looking good. 24 seconds on the clock, too. I mean, we can safely probably assume that this is going to be it. I mean, I guess we'll give them one more shot here. Into Kareem. Kareem gets a nice little slam dunk. Beautiful stuff from him. I don't like how they don't have the normal clock, like the full clock on the scoreboard. I don't understand. It's literally only on the basketball hoop on the rim. Larry Bird balling out right now. I'm not going to lie. He's got 8 points. Or they're up 8 points. Here's Warren. Kareem on the cut. They don't find him. Because I'm looking at the shot clock and thinking it's the actual clock for some reason. I mean, I think we can safely assume the Celtics are going to win this. Celtics playing some good defense. And it's almost stolen by Bird. Not quite. 2 seconds. They're going to have to hoist up a tough shot and miss. That's a great defense from the Celtics, even though the Lakers get a bucket. The Celtics are still up 3 with 4-point game. 4 points. 4. What am I saying, man? Whatever. God damn it. 28, 9, and 8 from Larry Bird. 16, 9, and 2 from Kevin McHale. So easy stuff for the Celtics. Larry Bird is shirtless. Once again, I can see his shirtless back. And the Celtics, there it is. They win a championship. So far in this simulation, it's actually been pretty accurate. I mean, Michael Jordan went to the Chicago Bulls. We got 2 Lakers versus Celtics finals. They split both of them. One time the Celtics won. The other time the Lakers won. Everything feels pretty accurate. I mean, I'm assuming things are going to get crazy at some point. But I'd have to check this year's draft class. Okay, I guess we'll check who gets Patrick Ewing and who gets Karl Malone. Those are always interesting stuff. I mean, I think the Bullets are going to end up getting them both. So let's just simulate the draft. Sim to end, see what happens here. So the Patrick Ewing goes to the Bullets, Karl Malone goes to the Mavericks. So these are 2 teams you got to watch out for. Did the Bulls get it? I guess not, because they were the 5 seed. The Bulls landed Bill Wennington, actually literally in real life. I mean, I don't know if they drafted him, but he was definitely on that team. Chris Mullin, 1985 draft is actually a pretty underrated draft. It's literally only overshadowed by the fact that the 1984 draft is right before it, and it's like the greatest draft of all time. But I see Joe Dumars is on the Rockets. What team is it? Oh, yeah, he's on the Kings. Okay, so the Kings. Damn, they could have got Charles Oakley to pair up with Hakeem Olajuwon, but they could have got Joe Dumars to pair up with Hakeem Olajuwon, but they drafted Charles Oakley. They could have even got Chris Mullin. There was a lot of better options to pair up a duo with Hakeem, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. You can't complain. Hakeem will probably get better. He'll get his at some point, right? All right, let's continue with this NBA. Oh, I didn't realize John Stockton's on the Sixers, right? Because he drafted that. So then this team might be able to actually stay good for a little while. We haven't really seen anything from them in the playoffs, and the Sixers were one of the better teams in this era. Here's the Bucks. Let's keep going. Okay, what's Michael Jordan? He's up to a 91 overall. They got Reggie Theus on the team still. You know what? They don't really. He definitely needs some help, and he probably won't be good for a little bit, and we'll see. Because 2K does hate on Michael Jordan big time. There's Larry Bird still out here after winning a championship with the Celtics. Still not winning an MVP quite yet, but I'm sure that is coming. Of course, Hakeem Olajuwon is here now with Eddie Johnson, and now they have Charles Oakley, who they just drafted. Magic is out here. Looks like there's some maybe possible injuries that might hurt them. Because, I mean, Jamal Wilkes and Michael Cooper are important role players for this Lakers team. Kiki Vanderveeg, okay, Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer. They were not able to get Joe Dumars, and Joe Dumars was kind of the guy that kind of helped them skyrocket to an actual finals contender, so let's see if that will affect them in any way. Other than that, nothing really much else to say. Let's get right into this third season. Third MVP in a row for Magic Johnson, 21, 9, and 14. I mean, I feel like Larry Bird deserves one of these, man. There's a rookie of the year, Karl Malone. Hopefully he doesn't get into anything illegal. Hakeem Olajuwon, Defensive Player of the Year, 21, 11, and 1. Darnell Blake. Jeez, there's already creative players in this league. All right, that's good to see. There's Magic, and we can continue along with this video. Okay, so here's our first team All-NBA. Isaiah Thomas, what are you up to? I'm waiting for you to have like a breakout, and I mean 26 and 10 is solid. I'm waiting for you to just get past the Celtics barrier, man. 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 68. We're being real. This is the real MVP. Larry Bird is the real MVP. I don't know why he's not winning MVPs, if I'm being real. But whatever. Dominic Wilkins, 29-9. Is Jordan here? There he is. 30 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Let's see if the Bulls the Bulls are the second seed in the Eastern Conference. Okay, that could be something to watch out for. Also, the Mavericks are now the 1 seed. What's their starting lineup looking like? Derek Harper, Marco Aguirre. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead, simulate the first round. The Sixers get eliminated like usual. I feel like they always get eliminated in the first round. This time they lost to the Bucks. Bulls versus Pistons is actually a good matchup. I'm going to go ahead and actually see if I can simcast one of these games. But if the Bulls destroy them, okay, it's 2-2 in this series. So this is actually a good series. They're down 3-2. I'd like to watch Michael Jordan go to work against this Pistons team. Obviously, he had a lot of beef with the bad boy Pistons, so it's always interesting to watch something like this. And 10-point game, 9-point game. Ooh, 2-point game. I'll hop into this. I mean, I'm curious to see how Michael Jordan is doing against this Pistons team. If they're already implementing the infamous Jordan rules on him, that would be interesting to see. Here we go. Isaiah Thomas with it. Is Jordan in the game, by the way? No way, Jordan. I want to watch Jordan. The reason why I'm doing this is to watch Jordan. Please tell me Jordan didn't foul out or something. Isaiah Thomas, easy mid-range, puts it in. Did he foul out? No, he has 3 fouls, so he should be coming in the game. I hope. Okay, they're calling a timeout, so that's a chance for them to put in Michael Jordan. You need Michael, man. That's all I'm saying. If you want to actually have a chance at maybe forcing this game to 7, this series to 7, you are going to need Michael Jordan, if we're being real. So let me see where he's at. Is he in the game now? Why is he not in the game? Dude, put him in the game. I'm subbing him in. I'm literally subbing him in. Oh, that's Eddie Jordan. Did Michael foul out or something? Michael must have gotten hurt. Damn, so there's really no even point in watching this. If Michael literally got hurt, why would I watch this? Damn, Michael, they finished with the 2nd seed and you got hurt, huh? That's really annoying. Let's see, where is he at? What's he up to? Yeah, 2 to 4 weeks. I mean, he did actually in real life get hurt during his second season, but it was like towards the halfway point of the season, and then he like didn't play for the halfway, and the Bulls I think missed the playoffs that year. Or maybe they made the playoffs and played so I can't remember exactly my memories. It's a lot of NBA history in my brain. But yeah, looks like he got injured. And did he play at all in the playoffs? He did. I guess he played. How many games did he play in the playoffs? Because I saw they were up 2-0. Yeah, I mean, he played 3 games, and then he got injured in this game. That's why he only played 22 minutes and had 10 points. So, damn. And they could have went up 3-0 if he probably didn't get injured. I mean, they would have been in the conference finals right now as we speak. Also, the Lakers are in a Game 7 with the Trailblazers. We got to watch that. What's going on here? Lakers versus Magic Johnson versus Clyde Drexler. Celtics ended up taking care of the Bucks. Is this a chance for Larry Bird to win his second title? This is Game 7 against the Trailblazers, where it looks like it's going to be a blowout as the Lakers go to the conference finals, 20, 12, and 10. And something tells me we're going to get a Lakers versus Celtics finals matchup for another time, even though the Pistons and the Celtics are going back and forth, and the Pistons are actually up 3-2 in this series. I'm going to go ahead and simcast this for sure. Let's get into it. Okay. 14-point game, 19-point game, 13-point game, and the Pistons are reaching the NBA Finals. We got the Lakers versus the Pistons, Magic and Isaiah Thomas, Kareem, Bill Lambier's there. Let's see if the Pistons can win a championship a bit early. Their first championship was 89, and then they won in 90. But I think they got to the finals in 88, and low-key should have beat the Lakers. I think they got hoed on a call, and the Lakers are up 3-1. They're probably going to finish the job off, go to the sunset, winning yet another championship in the 80s, continuing the dynasty, and the Pistons are going to have to continue to fight for what's theirs. And there it is, Lakers win by 30 points, 27, 5, and 1 from Kareem. An insane 26, 13, and 17. And also James Worthy put up 24, 10, and 8. The rest of the team playing great. There wasn't really much you could do against this team. I mean, geez, they really are just some far superior squad. Coached by the late, great Pat Riley, 24, 9, and 15 as he wins the Finals MVP. And Magic, it's kind of becoming the Magic era as opposed to the Magic and Larry era. What is the draft class like this year? Okay, it's mid, so we're just gonna go ahead, skip this draft class, and hop into season numero cuatro. If you're wondering, that means season number 4. Okay. What's going on in the league? Anything new? I mean, I don't see much. I see Hakeem is still there. Michael is obviously still in Chicago. Hopefully he doesn't have a drop-off after getting injured. And I wanted to see him make a run in this league. I'm not going to lie. But 99 overall Magic, 96 overall IT. Larry Bird's already having a drop-off, and he's only 29. So that's a little upsetting to see. We'll see if that makes a huge impact. Other than that, I mean, Karl Malone rose up to an 87. Ewing went up to an 88. I mean, other than that, nothing really else is happening here. So we can continue with this simulation. It's been really realistic so far, if we're being real. It's been like pretty on point. I know it's going to get crazy as we continue with this video. Like by 1996, the league is going to be completely unrecognizable, and that's only in 10 seasons. So obviously it's going to get crazy, but you know what I'm saying? I want to actually, right now, it feels pretty realistic, and I haven't seen anything like that's like completely made me go, what is this 2K? You know what I mean? So it's been pretty good. All right, late April. Magic, another MVP. What's kind of unrealistic about this is that we haven't seen Larry Bird win a single MVP, and they're kind of hating on him. I'm not going to lie. They're hating on him. Here's the rest of Michael Jordan, Defensive Player of the Year. He's still putting up 36 and 6. He does have one of those shoulder things on his shoulder, so let's hope he's not injured yet again. He is, man. He's having injury issues. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's just a bruised right shoulder, but he does make an All-NBA first team. This is a pretty accurate All-NBA first team, other than maybe, Karl Malone and Patrick Ewing, they were already really good at this time in their career. Isaiah Thomas, there he is, 26 and 10. We got Clyde still here. One person I haven't seen a lot of is Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm going to be honest with you. One person I haven't seen too much of is Hakeem. What's going on with Hakeem? I mean, he's a 93 overall. He's averaging 25 points and 13 rebounds. I'm assuming, did I miss him in the All-NBA team? Is that what happened? I must have missed him when we were going over All-NBA teams. No, I'm not. I mean, he won a Defensive Player of the Year in 1986, but he hasn't actually made an All-NBA team yet in his career. So that's interesting. The Lakers dropped to the 4 seed. The Celtics are now the 2 seed, and the Celtics are the Bulls are the 4 seed. Let's go ahead and simulate the first round where, the Bulls lost again. So Jordan's going to have to learn how to win in the playoffs. Did the Celtics win? Yeah, the Celtics won. Let's continue with this. Nothing really interesting in the first and second round, except the fact that the Lakers finally took an L. Let's go ahead and simulate this Pistons versus Celtics series by game where we got a tie series. The Pistons are now up 3-2. Looking to take care of the Celtics in back-to-back seasons. Are we really going to see that happen? Pistons are up by like 30 points. So there it is. The Pistons win by 28 points, 36, 8, and 4 from Bird was just not enough. The rest of the team is not playing good. I mean, Larry Bird is averaging 33 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Like, insane stats. And then I guess the rest of the team is just not playing good. Where's what's his name? I guess he's not on the team anymore. Oh, no. Yeah, they're big man. He's not here anymore. Robert Parrish, either he's injured or he's just not here. And then I'd have to check, Isaiah Thomas's stats, but I don't think are that crazy. 26, 3, and 9 is pretty crazy, but it's not like 33 points, 10. You know what I mean? Like, the rest of the team is just way better than the Celtics, so they're just a far more deep team, and they're going to reach the finals. I could care less about this matchup, or this is actually Karl Malone, right? Yeah, Karl Malone, Mark Aguirre, Rolando Blackman, Derek Harper. Our first weird issue with this simulation is the fact that the Mavericks are literally in the finals with Karl Malone. It's a tie series, and the Mavericks are up 3-2. So we could see Karl Malone, this is going to be hilarious, Karl Malone winning a championship before Michael Jordan. That's what we might see in this simulation to start off, and that's when the wacky stuff will happen. We got Game 7 here, though. It's definitely not over. Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Are the Pistons going to lose yet again in the finals? It would be a heartbreaker if they finally got past the Celtics. They don't have to play the Lakers, and then they lose to the Mavericks. Okay, we got a 2-point game, 2 minutes left. This is looking like it's going to be a hopping 1-point game. Now it's back to a tie game. All right, we got a 1-point game. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go in this one. Don't mind if I do. I'll hop in. I don't see Isaiah Thomas in the game, but here is Vinnie Johnson.
Now Johnson.
Did Isaiah Thomas get injured? I see him on the bench there. 21, 16, 5 steals. Did he foul out? 5 fouls. Okay, that's probably why he's not in the game, because he has 5 fouls. Here's Long. I don't see Karl Malone in the game either. Maybe he fouled out as well. I guess we could check, right? Where's Karl Malone at? He's got 19, 5, and 4, 5 turnovers, 2 fouls. So he didn't foul out. They're just not playing him. Here's Vinnie Johnson driving in. It's stolen by Ellis, and here they come out to Jerome Kersey. It's stolen by Vinnie Johnson. This is terrible basketball going on right now. I'm not going to lie. This is plumber basketball. Livingston back out to Vinnie Johnson. Pull up mid-range is missed. Rebound Bedford, and here's Aguirre. Here's Ellis now. What do you have in store for us, Ellis? It's stolen, man. What the hell are these passes that they're throwing? Dallas is still up 1. Johnson in the corner. He's obviously not taking that 3. It's the 80s. They're not taking 3-pointers like that. The 3-point line was invented like 5 years ago. Trapakua puts in a nice little layup, and Detroit now has the lead. Can they sub in Isaiah Thomas or even just sub in Karl Malone so we can get some interesting basketball going on here? Because right now it's just a bunch of role players running around chucking up shots, other than Mark Aguirre, I guess. But we haven't even seen Mark Aguirre touch the ball. That's a tough shot. Puts in the midi. And I think shot clock and I think the shot clock and the regular clock is both at 24 seconds. It is. The shot clock is actually turned off, as you can see. Or no, the main clock is turned off. Technically, the shot clock is whatever. I don't know how to say it. Usually, it's the shot clock is turned off, and then you just see the main clock. Bill Laimbeer gets a slam dunk, and just like that, we have a 1-point lead for the Pistons. They might end up being NBA champions. They just need us to stop them for about, 15 seconds? Yeah, 16 seconds. They got to stop them for 16 seconds here. Here's Mark Aguirre. 13 seconds on the clock. You can see it right above the score, right above the hoop, by the way. Sorry. I don't know why 2K changed it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds for the win. Mark Aguirre. The Pistons are NBA champions finally. They lost to the Lakers in back-to-back seasons, and they have done it. They beat the Celtics multiple times. Of all the teams in this simulation, the Detroit Pistons, they deserve it. And I'm going to skip all this now. It's actually cool that you can skip all this now. I'm not going to lie. Just skip to the celebration, I guess. See, does it look any different even? Does it even look different? No, it's the same. It's the same celebration that they've had for the past 3 years, and the same Finals MVP. The only thing they changed is the nice little confetti, which I guess is pretty cool if we're being real. But there it is. The Pistons win a championship. Isaiah Thomas finally gets his Finals MVP, and look at that. They didn't even need Joe Dumars to do it, so that's always fun. All right, so let us continue, of course, with this NBA season, or this huge simulation. Isaiah Thomas, there he is, winning the Finals MVP. Any player retirements? Nothing interesting, other than, Bob McAdoo. He's an NBA legend. Look at these stats. Put up 30 points in the 1973-74 season, 35 points in 74-75, and then after 76, he kind of dropped off a lot. But, you know what I'm saying? Finished his career well, averaging 15 points with the Lakers, and finished his career with the Clippers. So that's there you go. NBA legend Bob McAdoo. Let's check the draft class. Is it any interesting? I mean, yes, Scottie Pippen and David Robinson. Let's see if the Bulls can get their hands on Scottie Pippen, which, I mean, they won't. They won't be able to get their hands on him, not going to lie. Let's just automatically go through this. The Suns get David Robinson. There you go. The Bullets are going to get Scottie Pippen, and the rest is not really interesting. I could check if there's anybody else here that's good. Kenny the Jet, nah. Muggsy Bogues got drafted to the Pacers. Somehow he got drafted 12th, which is insane. I don't know why anybody would draft a 5'3" player at 12. Other than that, nothing interesting. What's the Suns team looking like, and the Bullets? I guess we'll check. Are the Bullets the team with Patrick Ewing? I think so, right? Yeah, so it's going to be Patrick Ewing. They even got Jim Paxson, and then they're also now going to get their hands on Scottie Pippen. As for the Suns, I don't think that team is very good. I think there's a reason they got the number 1 seed or the number 1 pick. Yeah, they're not that good. They got Clark Kellogg. That's it. Not really a great team. So let's continue onwards on to the 1987-1988 season. Let's do it. Let's see if there's any interesting free agent, I don't know, anything interesting going on in the free agency. We could check the transaction report, actually. Any interesting names that we're going to see here that change anything? Probably not, right? I don't think so. We'll go through. So 1988, it was actually one of Michael Jordan's best seasons, by the way, that we're entering into. 87 to 88, he was like a defensive player of the year. He was the MVP. I think he averaged 35 points a game. He put up monster numbers, so we'll see if that history repeats itself. Hakeem Olajuwon, nice to see you still doing work, not making all NBA teams. Larry Bird, it looks like he's dropping off. He's falling off, and I think Magic Johnson is too. These two might be falling off soon, and hopefully that sets in because maybe, just maybe, Michael Jordan will be the next face of the league, although we'll have to see that. Here's our NBA history so far. Obviously, we started right here where Moses Malone won the MVP, and then since then, Magic has won every single MVP. As for champions, well, we started right here. The Lakers, obviously, beat the Celtics, then the Lakers, but then we had the Pistons, a surprise appearance from them as they win a championship about 3 years earlier than when they actually won it, and a surprise that the Mavericks destroyed the Lakers in the playoffs, and that team has Karl Malone and Mark Aguirre. Let's get into, this is, I think, season number 5. Let's get it. Okay, so I was saying Magic was going to fall off, but, I mean, he's steady wins MVPs. Hakeem also receives the Defensive Player of the Year. Michael Jordan, what did you do? 29, 7, and 6. Not quite the 1988 season that we expect you to have, but still solid. Larry Bird, man, he's already getting hurt. I feel like he's going to be done pretty soon, if we're being real. There's Karl Malone entering into these first time in the All-NBA team. The Bulls are the 3 seed. I'm waiting for them to have a season. Lakers are the 4 seed, so they're probably not going to win. And the Bulls just beat the defending champions. I probably should have actually watched some of that, not going to lie. But that's interesting. We might get a Bulls versus, okay, Bulls are up 3-1. Now they're up 3-2. Okay, there we go. So, interesting. The Mavericks make the conference finals, been back-to-back season, and the Celtics are back here. We got a Celtics versus Bulls matchup, which should be interesting. There's Robert Parrish. I was wondering where he went before. Michael is basically carrying this garbage team all alone. So we're going to see. The problem is because he's good enough to finish with like a top 3 seed, which means he's not bad enough to get like a top pick. So as they don't make any trades or make any free agent signings, Jordan's just going to be stuck in a loop his whole career. Celtics take game 1, game 2. Game 3 goes to the Bulls. We got a 3-1 series. I'll simcast because I do want to watch Jordan, but something tells me it's going to be a Lakers easy dubs, easy claps for the Celtics. Sorry. This is a close game. We might get a hop in at least. 6-point game. 6-point game, a minute left. That's 4-point. We probably could have hopped in that. And Larry was injured. Jordan didn't even have that good of a game, but yeah, the Celtics are back in the finals. Are they going to be playing the Mavericks? It's crazy because the Bulls beat the defending champion Detroit Pistons. Did Isaiah Thomas just fall off? I guess, he did kind of. Only averaged 20 points in this season, and this was the season they were supposed to kind of get to the finals. In real life, in 1988, the Pistons went to the finals, lost to the Lakers. Then 89 and 90, they went back-to-back with the bad boy Pistons. But I guess the Pistons had a prime that was a little earlier than in real life. We got a Celtics versus Trailblazers final. Clyde Drexler finds his way into the NBA Finals. Now we got to see if Larry Bird can win this. This would be his second championship in this simulation, at least. And the Blazers actually have a 3-2 lead in this one, which I'm not really. I'm kind of surprised by. To be honest with you, I'm pretty surprised by that. See if the Celtics can come back into this one. It looks like it's not going to happen. 7-point game, 8-point game now. There it is. All right, so we have a new champion, an unexpected champion, as Clyde Drexler. He deserves it. 33 points and 10 rebounds as he wins the Finals MVP. It's a surprise champion that I honestly would not have expected, but there it is. Not a very good draft class there, so we'll skip this draft class. But yeah, interesting. So Trailblazers go ahead and win a championship in 1988. Is this when things are going to get funky? Are things going to get weird and creepy in this as we get nearer and closer to the Jordan era? I'm waiting, man. I just want the Bulls to sign somebody good for Michael Jordan. That's all I want. If they don't do that, then I guess find a new place because he's still a 95 overall. And at this point, Jordan should be a 99 overall. I'm not going to lie. 1988, 89, this is Jordan literally in his all-out prime. I don't think there's a better version of Michael Jordan in 1988, 89. So I'm waiting for him to start having a good season. Or at least just a good run in the playoffs. At least make the finals. Also, the Sixers never ended up being anything, I guess, as Moses Malone got old. And then, he never really became much. I thought the Sixers were going to maybe make a run, but didn't happen. And Larry Bird is still sitting on those 2 championships when, of course, in real life he had 4. So 1981 and 1985. He probably should have beat that Trailblazers team if we're being real. But, yeah, Clyde Drexler, congratulations. You are an NBA champion, something I never thought I'd be saying. Let's continue on. This is season number 6. Let's get it. We're getting closer and closer, by the way, to the 1990s. All right, there we go. Is it time? Is it time for the Jordan era? 28, 6, and 6. Finally, we have a new MVP that's not Magic Johnson. It took way too long. 19, 11, and 2 as the Defensive of the Year. Hakeem really is not doing much. I'm going to be honest with you. There's Scott Skiles. Fun fact about Scott Skiles that you may not know, he has the record for the most assists in a single game. I think it was like 30, I want to say. I'll have to look that up, but I know for a fact he has that record. There's the All-NBA first team. Magic's still here. Larry's still here. What's Magic doing? Let's see what he's doing. Look at this award history, though, from Magic. I mean, this is an all-out 4 MVPs, 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, full. It's fire. It's not really. Larry's isn't that good. Larry should have more MVPs, to be honest with you. Okay, let's check out the stats on all these guys. So Karl Malone 24-11, Magic 24-9, Larry Bird 25-8-5. He'll probably never win a Finals MVP as long as this guy is around. And the reason why he won an MVP is because, well, they're the number 1 seed. And it looks like the Lakers completely missed out on the playoffs. Wait a second, that's weird. They finished with the 12th seed in the Western Conference. I mean, is there a big problem with this lineup? I guess maybe Kareem retired and I missed it. Yeah, they're injured. I don't know. But all I know is that supporting cast for Magic is horrible. Okay, so James Worthy got injured. That's step 1. Byron Scott is here, so why didn't I did see him. And yeah, I guess Kareem retired, which we missed, and he retired very early. So, or maybe he did retire in 89. He might have retired in 90. But oh, here's the newspaper. This is fire. I didn't even know they had this. Look at this. Look at this newspaper. Jordan crushes the Hawks. The 2K Times, baby. What a terrible font. Can I not see more of the more? All right, so Michael Jordan is the face of the league, as you could see in the 2K Times. Let's see if he can win a championship, though. That's the real question. Not much to do. The Celtics lose. Not much going on out in the Eastern. No, I should probably start simcasting this, huh? I should probably start simcasting these games because we want to see him actually go to the finals. Sabonis and Mitch Richmond take care of business. And we might have I didn't mean to do that, whatever. Okay, well, that's the first time I messed up doing that. We got Dominic Wilkins winning, and they did beat the Bulls. So, low-key, if the Bulls were able to take down the Hawks, they would have probably been champions. Who's on the Rockets? Ralph Sampson, Dale Ellis. It's a weird team to go all the way to the finals and losing 6 to the Hawks. So we have another new champion. Again, I told you, things might start getting weird in this league. I'd say starting low-key now as we enter the 1989-1990 season. I swear what just happened there will not happen again. I promise. I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen again. All right, Michael Jordan, you're still here on the Bulls. They did give you some help. They gave you Kevin Johnson. Now Clark Kellogg is here. Tom Chambers is here. Okay, there's some help here for Jordan. Could this be the year we finally see him actually win a championship? Larry Bird is already down to a 92 overall, man. And then the Lakers are just down bad. It looks like Magic is still a 97, but they look down bad. Anything else? I mean, we missed what the draft was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting lazy. I'm sorry. I don't think it was a very good draft though, from what I remember. Don't think 88 is a good draft. But yeah, let's go through all players. Magic is here. David Robinson is now at 94 overall, averaging 26 and 16. Goddamn. 19 and 10 from Hakeem. 13 and 6 from Joe Dumars. Bird, 24 8 and 8. Clyde Drexler out here, NBA champion, averaged 35 points. Honestly, Clyde low-key got robbed of an MVP. 35, 9 and 5. Those are crazy stats. Let's get right into yet another season here as Kevin Johnson gets injured. More unluckiness for the Bulls. All right, back-to-back MVPs. Now, I'm being a little bit hard on Michael, right? Because Jordan didn't actually make the finals until 1991. So if he was to win a championship, it would be early in his career, if we're being real. But he does win another MVP. Here's our Rookie of the Year. Here's our Sixth Man of the Year. Here's our Defensive Player of the Year. And here's our Most Improved Player of the Year. And the Bulls, oh, no, he's out for 4 to 6 weeks, man. So in this simulation, they got Michael Jordan getting injured constantly, which is unfortunate for them. This is the first time. Oh, no. Larry Bird is still here, still balling as a 92 overall. Magic is still balling as well. The Bulls are going to have to win a series, though, without Jordan because he's out for at least a month. They're going to have to win multiple series without him, which is going to be tough for them, and it looks like they're not going to do it. The Bullets win. That's the team with Patrick Ewing, and I think they have Scottie Pippen as well. Patrick Ewing and Scottie Pippen, right? Yeah, Scottie and Pat. So that's a very, very solid team. Let's see. We got the Pacers versus the Bullets. So I see Reggie Miller is out here. Doesn't really look too much like Reggie Miller, but It's the best we can come up with. Reggie Miller is here. The Bullets are a really good team. Pat and Scotty. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they can pull this off. 2-0 Pacers. Then we might see a Reggie Miller early championship, or Clyde would win his bat. Right? Did Clyde already won a championship? Right? Yeah, Clyde won a championship. So this would be another championship for Clyde Drexler. Let's see if that happens. But damn, the Pacers are actually killing them. What the hell? I did not expect that. The Pacers are going crazy, and we might see a championship for Reggie Miller and the Pacers. 4-point game, 4-point game, 2-point game, 6-point game, 6-point game again, 8-point game. Let's see if we can hop into this 6-point game, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. It's 2 possession, and it's about 2 minutes, so that's always fair to hop in. And I think Clyde's at the line to make it a 4-point game here. I want to say, could be wrong though. Yeah, he is. He's at the line right now. So let's watch this. Clyde Drexler at the line for 2 as he knocks. Oh no, for 1. So it's a 5-point game. Is that Muggsy Bogues? Okay. Muggsy Bogues championship incoming. And it doesn't even look like Reggie Miller's in the game. Here is Lambier in the post. Big Bill Lambier somehow made his way onto the Indiana Pacers. Won a championship with the Pistons, and he's trying to win Reggie Miller a ring here, which would be very interesting. Screen comes. Clyde Drexler in the paint. Step back mid-range is missed. I don't know how he didn't make that over Muggsy Bogues. I want to see Muggsy Bogues score. I'm not going to lie. Terry Cummings driving into Oakley. Charles Oakley misses the easy layup, man. Remember, I forgot who they picked over. I think the Bulls picked the Bull. No, I'm just going to forget whatever that stupid thing I was just saying. What a slam dunk from Clyde Drexler as he gets to the rim, trying to save his series. Look at Muggsy Bogues, man. Good pass to Terry Cummings. Bang. Easy dunk. They're up 7. How much time is left in the game now? It's 1 minute and 20 seconds. Okay, we'll give them another shot because they could cut it to 4, and then it's still a close game. But we know the Trailblazers aren't shooting threes. Here's Sheldon. Back out to Reed. Now it's Clyde Drexler. You might as well try to body Muggsy Bogues. I mean, just shoot over him. It's literally an open shot every time. I don't know why Clyde isn't doing that. I don't know whose idea was to put Muggsy Bogues on Clyde Drexler. But let's see if the Pacers can low-key ice this game. They go to Terry Cummings in the post. Doesn't take the shot. Double team comes. Almost stolen. Charles Oakley, what a block. Still some time here for the Blazers to get off one more bucket to cut it to a 1-possession lead. And there it is. We got a 1-possession game all of a sudden in Portland. Now, of course, Indiana, I believe, is up 3-0. So I feel like Portland winning this won't really mean much. It's almost stolen again. Terry Cummings gets to the rack. And there it is, 5-point lead with 28 seconds left. The Indiana Pacers are going to be NBA champions. Where's Reggie Miller? Reggie Miller only put up 10 points. He only averaged 10 points in the playoffs. Okay, that's interesting. 45 from Terry Cummings. He averaged 29 in the playoffs, which is absolutely kind of bonkers. And he's probably going to win. Yeah, 36 points, 9 rebounds, and an assist. Terry Cummings is having himself a career, it looks like. Yeah, I mean, he averaged 28 points, 8 rebounds. I mean, that's insane. All right, so the Pacers are a team to watch out for in the future. They low-key ran through, other than the Celtics in a 7-game series, they ran through this NBA playoffs. So it's interesting. Oh, there it is. We got our first big retirement here. Dr. J, man. They don't show his stats before he was in Philly because those were ABA stats, but one of the best players of all time, obviously. Let's see his awards, his award history. One-time champion, one-time MVP. I believe he won at least one more champion when he was in in Long Island on the Nets when they were part of the ABA. But there it is, Dr. J, retired on the Clippers. So at the age of 40, he played till he's 40. It's pretty good. Let's continue with this. Let's see. Let me check real quick. Gary Payton. I mean, other than Gary Payton, I don't really care too much about the rest of this draft, so I'm just going to go ahead and sim through it. We are now deep in the 1990s. Or not deep, but we're like actually in the 90s. 1990-91. This is technically the season that Michael Jordan won his first championship. So if it doesn't come here, then we know something might be just a little bit wrong. But we'll see if Michael Jordan, because right now we're in that wild period. Right now, technically, the Pistons were winning championships, 89 and 90. But we've had some interesting championships. We can just go ahead and check the NBA history now. Obviously, Jordan has won the last couple of MVPs, but the champions have been all scattered. I mean, since these first 4 seasons felt relatively realistic. Then we had a Clyde Drexler championship, which, okay, fine. He's one of the best players in the league. Also, Wilkins, I can work with. That's fine with me. But then we had this, where we had Terry Cummings average 36 points in an NBA final to win a championship in a sweep versus the Trailblazers. That's when things got a little bit interesting. So let's go ahead and check the league out right now. We'll go ahead and check how everything's doing. Let's see, do the Bulls have any help? I mean, they have a good team. This is a good team that I think can win a championship. They just don't really... I mean, yeah, they have a good center. They have a good point guard. They have good guards. They have good wings. I don't see why this team couldn't win a championship. This team is also really good, though, too. I'm waiting for this team to actually make a mark on the league. But, yeah, Magic is now at 97. Damn, where's Bird? Where's Bird? He's already at 91. He's 33, so I wouldn't be surprised if he retires in the next 2 years. But let's continue with this simulation. I honestly forgot what season this is. This is maybe season number 7, I think, so 7 or 8. Okay, Karl Malone MVP, 28, 13, and 6. I mean, well-deserved. He had a great season, as you can see. There's David Robinson as the Defensive Player of the Year. What's Jordan doing? Is he injured again? Okay, he's a second-team All-NBA member, but... What is he? 20? I mean, he's still averaging 27 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Not bad. It's not really quite Patrick. It's not quite Karl Malone numbers, who's has a pulled left calf muscle, but still solid numbers. And Isaiah Thomas, man, he only averaged 18 points in this season. What happened this season? That's weird. Terry Cummings, bro, 29, 3, and 9, and they're the number 1 seed. Let's go ahead and simulate the round. Can we see a Chicago Bulls? Chicago versus Washington. That's actually a good series. I'm going to go ahead and actually peep some of that. I would be curious to see what happens in this series. The Bulls are up 2-1. It's 2-2. To refresh your memory, by the way, this is Michael Jordan versus Scottie Pippen and Patrick Ewing. And the Pacers are just running through everybody. They destroyed the Celtics really easily. Terry Cummings is a god. Reggie Miller is averaging 17 points a game. But Terry Cummings is, I mean, he's averaging 34 in the play. This is like the hidden GOAT that 2K wants to be the GOAT. What is this? Let's see if Chicago can close things out and go back to the conference finals, though, against this good Bullets team. The Bullets are a solid squad, so I understand if they are able to, but it looks like they're not. Bulls win pretty comfortably, 46-6-3 from Jordan, putting up solid stats. Let's see his couple games against them. I mean, he dominated them, got to the conference finals, but they're going to have to beat this Pacer team, who, as we know, are really solid. They're up 1-0, they're up 2-0, they're up 3-0, man. It's just okay, 3-2. Could we see, and the Lakers are back in the finals. By the way, no, that's actually not real life because they made it back to the finals. Did they make it back to the finals in 91? I think it was 92, right? Because Clyde played Jordan for his first finals. Man, I think maybe 92 they made it back to the finals, I want to say. Let's see if the Pacers can close things out, or are Chicago, Michael Jordan, and the Bulls actually going to fight to possibly force a Game 7, and then we maybe have a Lakers versus Bulls finals, and this simulation can get back on track, and they do win this one. He's having a little bit of trouble versus the Pacers, but he did drop 48 in this game, so it can't be that much trouble. Coming back, winning 3 straight games, they need to win Game 7, though, to take care of business. I want to see them win Game 7 so bad, I'm not going to lie. I want to see that so bad. Can we see that? A 3-0 comeback from Jordan? It's not looking good, is it? Okay, 6-point game. 6-point game. 7-point game. 8-point game. 6-point game. This is still possible. Score one more time. 6-point game. I'm going to hop in. I need to see Jordan, bro. I need to see Michael Jordan go to work right now. I need to see him put up some solid numbers as we enter the 90s. Come on. Okay, I can't see anything there. I see Jordan in the game. All right. I don't see Reggie, and I don't see Terry Cummings. Those are good signs because those two, especially Terry Cummings, dominate. Here's Les. They need a stop. Chicago needs a stop and then a bucket. Cut it down to at least a one-possession lead. That's a tough shot. It's not going in. Give it to Michael Jordan. Let him go to work. Just give it to Jordan. Maybe it's the fact that he's wearing Converse. That's what's making him not as good as he should be. Just blow past Vlade Divac. Come on. Come on, Mike. All right. All right. Forcing it up. Draws the foul. Jordan, of course, as we all know, was the OG foul baiter. Come on. We can all laugh. Come on. Jordan was a little bit of a foul baiter. No, not missing free throws. Not at this time. Not at this time. Not with 2 minutes left when you're down 6 points. That could have cut it down to a 4-point game, which is way different, especially in the 90s, compared to a 5-point game. They need some stops here. Blake, Kellogg cutting in. Please, hands up defense. Come on, is that Tom Chambers on him? That's great defense. I believe that was a travel. Great defense from, I think that's Tom Chambers in the paint there. It is. It's Tom Chambers. All right. Come on, Jordan. Cut it down to a one-possession lead on the right here. Screen comes. Jordan driving in. Good pass out to Tom Chambers. That's a tough shot. That's missing. Definitely not going in. They need to string together another stop here for sure. Blake on the perimeter. Jab step. Out to Les now. Good defense from the Bulls to get the block. Still a lot of time in this game for the Bulls to make a little bit of a comeback and take out this stacked Pacers team. That should have been a steal. Tough shot is missed. All right, come on. Push the pace, Jordan. Go. Fast break. Go, Jordan. Go. Jordan. Good pass. Okay, well, we're not taking threes in the 90s, so maybe it wasn't that good of a pass. Jordan driving, spins. Good move. Good pass. Tom Chambers gets a slam dunk. Okay, now it is officially a one-possession game in Indiana. They just need a stop and a bucket, and anything can happen in this game. They go to Hot Rod Williams. Tom Chambers has been playing solid defense that time. He did not play very good defense, though. All right, Chicago needs a bucket to stay in this game, though. I'm not going to lie. They definitely need a bucket to stay in the game. Jordan can't find the shot. He's trying to drive in. It's not working. That's a tough bucket from Jordan. He's going to miss that one. And yeah, Indiana's going to finish things off. So that 3-0 comeback did just feel a little bit unrealistic. 35-14 from Terry Cummings. Jordan at 27-7. Not enough, though. We might be seeing a dynasty in what is the Indiana Pacers. Or will the Lakers shut them up? Possibly. Magic is obviously still slightly in his prime. He's up 2-0. He's up 3-0. We'll simcast this. I mean, it's looking good for the Lakers. I'm not going to lie. It's looking pretty good for the Lakers. They're up 20 points. Still up 20 points. And we're going to see a Magic Johnson championship in the 90s. That's honestly awesome to see. He wins the Finals MVP, 26, 4, and 11. I would have never thought I would see Magic Johnson actually winning a championship in the 90s, but he has done it. And he now has 5 rings under his belt, which is very solid. Look at this award history, man. 5-time champion, 4-time MVP. Absolute go. Also, every single time they won, he won the Finals MVP. Beautiful to see there, right there from the Lakers. And I don't know. That's very cool to see. Any interesting? Alex English, NBA legend, obviously. I mean, averaged 20 points all throughout his career up until the age of 37. That's impressive. Put up 20.8 points back in 82-83. Had a solid career with the Denver Nuggets, as well as it looks like the New Jersey Nets. So good for you, Alex English, retiring as a obvious first ballot Hall of Famer. And that's really it. Nothing else interesting in the retirement field. I guess the next step is to check the draft class, which is not that good. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to foreshadow it right now. The next draft class, though, hint, is going to be really good. So we'll see if who gets that player in the next draft class. And it's now officially time to enter the 1990s, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan era. Man, we have come a long way. And unfortunately, we haven't really seen much from Jordan, I'll be honest with you. He has not won his first championship yet. We're still waiting on that. Look at him doing the free throw line, Doug. Look, and Magic is still here. Oh, so you're wondering? So is Larry Bird, even though we haven't seen anything from him in the past, 5 seasons. Clyde, we've seen a lot of. All right. So, Michael Jordan, you need to win a championship. Or right now, MJ is on fraud alert because he's a 94 overall. He's on big time fraud alert right now. Big time fraud alert. But his team is good too. Like, they have a good supporting cast. Everything looks solid here. They just lost in 7 to the Pacers. They probably would have won a championship. I would expect them to beat the Lakers. But let's continue onwards into the Jordan era. I guess we'll check everybody else now. I think, but I don't want to be lazy here. Damn, a lot of injuries for the Bulls, but they're still winning games. I'll check everybody else. There's Magic is on the Lakers. David Robinson on the Suns, 95 overall. Jordan's a 95 overall. IT out here still on the Pistons. Scotty is still on the Bulls. I'm waiting for this Scotty and Patrick Ewing duo to make some noise. Karl Malone, did he win a championship that year in Dallas? He didn't, right? No, he didn't. He lost in the finals, right? And then Joe Dumars is on the Rockets. Nothing else really interesting. Bird is now an 89 overall. Terry Cummings, are you still averaging like 30 billion points a game? You're still averaging 28 points a game. Are you averaging more points than Jordan right now? No, Jordan's having himself a season. He's averaging 34 points a game. So we might have just found Jordan's peak in 1991, 1992. All right, prime Michael Jordan in the flesh. 30.6 rebounds, 6 assists. Is this finally the season? There's Scotty winning the Defensive Player of the Year. Is this finally the season we see Michael Jordan come into his own? I mean, there seems to be a decent amount of injury. Here, Scottie Pippen is injured, so that helps with them playing the Bullets. Other than that, everything looks pretty interesting. The Trailblazers are the number 1 seed, and they're playing the Celtics in round 1. Are they going to take out the Celtics? Oh, my God. They're down 2-1 to the Celtics. I'm going to go ahead and simulate this because there's no way Jordan loses to an old Larry Bird in the first round. I know this has kind of become a Michael Jordan sim, and I'm sorry for that, but, I mean, this is the 90s. This is Michael Jordan's era. So I'm going to go ahead and watch as much of MJ as I can. And I'm sure you guys want to watch MJ as well. So, I just want to see it. When he wins a championship, I'll ignore him. But I got to see him win a championship. Is Michael even in the game right now? Where is Michael? He has 34 points, but he has 6 fouls. So we're going to see if Larry Bird can low-key crush the dreams of Michael Jordan. An old, washed-up Larry Bird. Back out to Higgins. This Bulls team is so lost without Michael. Reggie Theus on the perimeter. Screen comes, spins, Reggie Theus, 4 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to have to push something up. That's great defense. I believe that's Nick Anderson for the Boston Celtics. Kevin McHale is still here on the Celtics. Larry, of course, is still here. They go to Kevin McHale. Out to Derek Harper. Double team comes. What is this? Back out to Kevin McHale. 9 seconds. Nick Anderson, Derek Harper. Who are you? Why are you inviting me to a party? As he misses the free throw or the mid-range. McHale, a tough bucket, and the Celtics now have the lead. I told you, Michael is on fraud watch, and I know technically he's not actually losing the game, I guess, for the Bulls, but he did foul out. Here's Reggie Theus. Spins. Back out to Higgins. To Williams. Screen comes. Step back. Bow. Stolen by Kevin McHale. And the Celtics just might be better. I'm not going to lie. This is crazy work. They're looking to ice the game. And I haven't even seen Larry Bird touch the ball. That's the craziest part about it. 5 seconds separate shot clock and game clock. Here is Anderson. McHale sets a screen. Here is Derek Harper. That is probably for the icing on the cake. It's going to be another disappointing season for Michael Jordan and the Bulls. He had 34 points, but so did Larry Bird at the ripe age of 35. Could we be seeing a comeback from Larry Bird, man? That's interesting. Other than that, I'll simulate the round. The Celtics back in the conference finals, and the Sixers, man. Okay, did they actually make any moves here? No, it's just John Stockton leading the way. Could we see a championship from the Celtics? Oh, my God. The Celtics are back in the finals playing the Rockets, who have Joe Dumars and Ralph Sampson. Rockets are up 1-0, 1-1 here. Rockets go up 2-1, 2-2. Rockets are up 3-2. The interesting about this is that we obviously saw the Lakers just win a championship in the 90s. Are we going to see a Celtics championship in the 90s as well? That would be really interesting. I'm not going to lie. 4-point game. Oh, 6 seconds. Who has the ball? Who has the ball in this right now? The Celtics have the ball with 6 seconds left. This is perfect. This is literally perfect. Let's see, are they going to give it to Bird? I mean, of all people, you got to give it to Larry Bird to keep them in the series. Russell Sr. Back out to Meeks. Go to Larry Bird. 2 seconds left. 1 second. Bird for the win. Misses. Or that was for the tie. And we have a new champion, ladies and gentlemen, in this simulation. It's the Houston Rockets, who are now officially NBA champions. Good for them. I should have just simmed to the end. God damn it. Now I got to watch this whole slideshow when I just don't care about watching it. Let me exit this, please. Please, sir, can I exit this? But yeah, that's interesting. So we have a Larry Bird getting to the finals. Ralph Sampson, finals MVP. Lakers and Celtics win a championship, or at least get to the finals, not necessarily win a championship, but get to the finals and put up a fight before, in the 90s, by the way, before Michael Jordan reaches the finals. And he lost in the first round to the Celtics team. So that is actually crazy. Daryl Dawkins retires. Moses Malone retired, actually one of the greatest players of all time here. 33 points a game back in 83-84. Put up 27 in the 80s. I believe he won, 2 championships or 1 championship in this league? Yeah, 1 championship, 1 finals MVP. 4-time MVP, though. Robert Parrish as well, 2-time NBA champion with the Celtics. So the Celtics dynasty is coming to a close, even though they just got made to the finals. But I think it's obvious that that's probably coming to a close. And Michael Jordan, as he is about to turn 30, is on serious fraud watch. By the way, this is who I was talking about when I said I'm foreshadowing a player in the next draft class. It's, of course, Shaquille O'Neal. So we'll see who lands him in the draft. This will be a big land, whoever can get him. And the Timberwolves have the chance at the first pick. It's the Hornets, though. Let's see, what do the Hornets have in store for us? Like, are they good? Are they any good? The Hornets have Sean Elliott, Rick Smits, Kendall. This is actually a pretty good team. So if they get Shaq, that's actually going to be pretty big for the NBA. If, of course, Shaq goes number 1, which he does. Second, of course, is Alonzo Mourning. The rest of the draft is mid, so we can go ahead and sim to the end. Anything else here that's interesting? I mean, Gugliotta is not bad, but other than that, nothing really crazy. Latrell Sprewell is here. Okay, so we can continue with this simulation, man. I've said it about probably 10 times in this video already. Michael Jordan is on serious fraud watch because now we're kind of about to start entering the mid-90s as we get into 1992 to 1993. And Shaq is drafted, and we have yet to see Michael Jordan win a championship. And this was Jordan's, 1992-93 is when Jordan three-peated. Oh, my God, Jordan left the Bulls. Jordan left the Bulls. Hold on a second. Things are changing. He's on the Suns. You know who else is on the Suns, ladies and gentlemen? You want to know who else is on the Suns? I think you guys already know. It's David Robinson. We got 2 of the best players. Jordan is ring chasing. And that changes the whole trajectory of the NBA right there. Jordan ring chasing changes everything because that means everybody else is going to start ring chasing, and the Suns are going to finish as the number 1 seed for sure in this league. 32-5-5. Michael Jordan is back winning MVPs. There's Christian Laettner as the Rookie of the Year. Surprised that's not Shaq. Shaq got injured. I guess that's why, yeah. Looks like Shaq got injured. Okay. Defensive 6 Man of the Year, Terry Porter. Defensive Player Hakeem is a Defensive Player of the Year merchant. He doesn't do anything else. I swear I haven't seen him do anything else. We saw Jordan's stats. Good for IT, still out here in the first team All-NBA. Karl Malone putting up 25 and 12. Very consistent. Scottie Pippen, 24 and 9. And Pat Ewing, 27 and 10. This Bullets team is going to be... I mean, I've been waiting for this team to actually do something. Not going to lie. There's Joe Dumars. Is Terry Cummings still a god? Yeah, he's... Dude, Terry Cummings is averaging like 30 points for his career. Like, what am I looking at? Since he got drafted in 82-83, other than 83-84, he's had insanely good seasons every single season. There's Billy Owens, interesting. John Stockton, 20 and 10. Joe Dumars, 24 and 4. Here's Magic Johnson in the All-NBA third team. Did Larry Bird retire, or is he just washed? I guess there's no problem in looking and checking. There's Larry Bird. Yeah, he's already down to an 85 overall, and he's got that cursed ass stung by a bee face look on his face, which I don't makes me kind of feel uneasy. I'm not going to lie. It makes me a little bit uneasy. So the Phoenix Suns are obviously the first seed in the West. They cruised through their first round. What's going on in the East? I mean, we got the Pacers. I assume the Pacers are going to end up making their way into. I mean, I think we can. Both of these series are really interesting. I guess I'll simulate through game to see if somehow the Suns lose this series, but they're cruising to the NBA Finals, and there it is. Finally, Michael Jordan has reached the NBA Finals. It took him having to join one of the best players in the league to do it, but he has finally done it. The Suns are up 1-0. The Suns are up 2-0. Suns are up 3-0, and we'll go ahead and simcast this to see if Jordan can sweep his way to his first NBA championship. Here we go. This might be a close game, low-key. I don't know, honestly. Yeah, it does look like a pretty close game. 4-point game, 4-point game. All right, there it is. The Suns. Finally, Michael Jordan has won a championship. He had to ring chase to do it. It might lose him some points, but he has done it. He has done it. No more fraud watch, I guess, for Jordan, even though you had to ring chase to do it. No more fraud watch. You have won the championship. Let's check the NBA history. So here's our MVPs. Jordan has won the last, out of the last 5 MVPs, he's won 4 of them, 3 of them on the Bulls. Now on the Suns, he wins his 4th one, finally winning his first championship. As for Rookie of the Years, we don't really care about that. Neither do we care about Sixth Man of the Years. Defensive Player of the Years has been Hakeem Olajuwon in the past, in the past, how many seasons we've simmed. He's won 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 4 out of 8 seasons he's won the Defensive Player of the Year. So, like I said, he's a Defensive Player of the Year merchant. As for champions, like I said, things were pretty comfortable for the first 4 seasons. It made sense. I'd even say the 5th season's okay. It got kind of weird with the Hawks and then the Pacers. And then the Lakers were able to win a championship in the 90s, which is weird. But the Rockets was the craziest one, beating the Celtics. The Celtics getting to the finals was insane to me. And there it is. Michael Jordan finally wins a championship, low-key dominating his opponents, only dropping 2 games as they finally win a championship. Is Larry Bird going to retire? Looks like not quite yet. But Bill Laimbeer does retire, had a solid career in the NBA, 2-time champion and an all-star. So he won, I think, 1 time with the Pistons, and I think 1 time maybe with the Hawks was 1990, I want to say. And the rest, don't really care about. What is the draft class looking like? Chris Webber and Penny Hardaway. Actually, a pretty solid draft, so we'll see, I guess, who goes where for this draft. It looks like the Jazz are going to get their hands on either Penny Hardaway or Chris Webber. Chris Webber is really good in this game, I think, or at least he was last year. The Knicks got Penny Hardaway. That's fun. That's always fun. Let's see who's on the Jazz. If they got like a really good, if they got like a team that can contend, they're okay. They're not bad. Okay, so let's check up on the entire NBA. Obviously, Jordan has finally won a championship. Let's see if he'll continue to do that, though. Gary Payton and the Spurs. That's a pretty good team. Joe Dumars, Ralph Sampson. We got Isaiah Thomas and Kukoc. Terry Cummings, are you finally going to have a little bit of a fall from grace? We'll see, because you're now an 87 overall, so things might be a little different for you, buddy. Mark Price out there on the New Jersey Nets. Karl Malone, Mark Aguirre. Karl Malone has done really good individually, not great by himself. He made that final that 1 year. Magic is now at 92, but he'll probably still fight hard because they do have Sean Kemp, which is interesting. Alonzo Mourning on the Knicks. Hakeem on the Kings has done nothing for his team. Literally, I don't even think I've seen him in the playoffs. This Hornets team might be dangerous in the future. We'll see, though. And Reggie Miller somehow ended up on the Miami Heat, which is interesting. There's Mitch Richmond on the Hawks. This is an NBA champion team, by the way. Don't forget, 1989. Clippers with Chris Mullin. Larry Bird is down to an 83. I think this is going to be his last season. There's Michael Williams, Scottie Pippen, and I've been saying it almost every season. I'm ready for this team to take the next step. They have Sean Elliott now, so maybe they'll get a little better. And Arvydas Sabonis on the 76ers. Other than that, everything else is, as usual. Let's get right into this 1993-94 season. And we're going to be seeing if Michael Jordan and David Robinson can go back-to-back. They'd be, by the way, the first team in this whole simulation to go back-to-back. We have not really seen like a we haven't really seen a dynasty in the making, so maybe this will be the first time we kind of get close to that. Okay, so we might be looking at the dynasty that we've been searching for. David Robinson, MVP. He's putting up crazy numbers. There's a Rookie of the Year, Chris Webber. I told you he's going to be really good in this sim. He's always good in the sim. Most improved was Shaq, 25 and 12. I don't think he deserves a most improved player. He was the number one pick, but okay. But that happens in real life, by the way. We got to have a conversation about that because that's a problem. What did Jordan average? Let's see. 28.5 rebounds, 5 assists. There's Karl Malone. Here's Scotty. Here's David Robinson, obviously the MVP. Tim Hardaway, by the way, 25. Okay. Magic still making All-NBA second teams at the age of 34 is impressive. Who the heck is Winston Garland? Anyway, Terry Cummings. Man, I thought he was going to have a fall from grace, but he still is averaging over 30 points a game. Chris Webber makes an All-NBA second team in his rookie season, and Pat Ewing is out here putting up 27 points. Is this Bullets team finally going to make a run in the playoffs? I guess we will see. Let's go ahead and simulate the round. Anything interesting happening out in the East or out in the West? I mean, the Suns are destroying everybody. And the Hawks, this isn't really that much of an interesting series. Is this an interesting series? Michael versus... No, it's not really interesting. It should be a Phoenix Suns wash, and they do. They have not dropped a game yet in the playoffs. Are they going to go 16-0 in the NBA playoffs? David, or I guess not technically. It's technically 15-0 because they're, you know what I'm saying, the first round is best of 5 up until, I believe, 2002 or something. Okay. Reggie Miller versus... We've seen Reggie Miller in the finals, but it's the Suns who sweep, and Jordan puts up 43 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Man, he was on fraud watch for the longest time, and then he just ring chased the Suns. And listen, I don't blame him. That Bulls team was god-awful, and now he's looking at a possible three-peat as we enter the 1994-95 NBA season. Finally, some realism, by the way, in this league. Jordan's balling. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers and Celtics had their time. Now it's Michael Jordan's era. And slowly but surely we go closer and closer to that 1996 draft where everything might change. Okay, so we have our first back-to-back NBA champions. As you can see right now, we're really in the Michael Jordan era. Not only were they back-to-back, but they were back-to-back in dominant fashion, sweeping both their opponents. First it was the Pacers, then it was the Miami Heat. And not really much you can say about this team. I'm not going to lie. Oh, this is interesting, actually. The league leaders, I should be checking this, huh? The league leaders have been interesting. I'm not going to lie. First season we simmed, it was Moses Malone. Then it was Wilkins. Larry Bird led the league in scoring in 1986. Jordan led the league in scoring 2 back-to-back seasons in 87 and 88. Dominic Wilkins took that throne, and then Jordan, 28, put up the league leader. He has been the league leader for most of these seasons. He also won it. He also was it in Phoenix, and then Terry Cummings took the cake in 1994. I actually hate Terry Cummings. Anyway, anything interesting happening in the league? I mean, you can pause and check. I don't want to go through it every single time I finish a season. But this Heat team is actually pretty good. But I don't know. They obviously can't stop this Suns team. As long as this team is in their prime, I don't really see any team taking them down. They also have Horace Grant now. They're pretty overpowered. Unless, of course, injuries hit them, which is possible. But we haven't really seen Jordan get injured since he was like 25, when he was younger. Because when he was younger, we saw him getting injured a lot. And there's our first injury. It's a sore left hamstring, which is nothing, but that's when it starts. All right, back-to-back MVPs for David Robinson. All right, we got Scottie Pippen, Defensive Player of the Year. He's won a lot of Defensive Player of the Years, now that I think about it. He's like trying to make a case for the best defensive player of all time. This is our first team All-NBA. It's weird. Mark Price is here. It's a shame. Oh, Scotty moved to the Sixers. Okay, they're the number 1 seed too. What's going on in Philly? Philly's got Scottie Pippen. They used to have John Stockton, but I think John Stockton found somewhere else to stay. And this year the Suns are the 2 seed, so we might see something interesting happen there. They take out the Lakers. They take out the Trailblazers as well, and the Jazz are the number 1 seed. What's going on in Utah? We got Steve Smith and Chris Webber, Billy Owens versus Jordan and David Robinson. Let's see if this new Jazz team can actually put up a fight against this new dynasty in Phoenix. It looks like they won't, as they clear out them and the Bucks. See who's on this team. This is a terrible team. This is an absolutely horrible team. Suns go up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and we're about to see a three-peat from Michael Jordan. Finally. You know what? You could argue he's not even the best player on his team. That's the problem because David Robinson has won the last 2 MVPs. But regardless of what you say, this is right here. Oh, then he won the Finals MVP. This is a three-peat. And I think he's won the majority of the Finals MVPs, right? Has he won all 3 of the Finals MVPs? He has. He's won all 3 of the Finals MVPs. He already has 4 MVPs, 3-time champion. And this is actually exactly where Jordan was in his real-life career, ladies and gentlemen. He three-peated in the NBA Finals, and it's 94-95. Technically, he would be just coming back from baseball at this point in his career. But in this league, he three-peats, and now he's looking to possibly win another 3 in a row, starting with the 1995-1996 NBA season. So definitely interesting stuff going on right now. What's the 1995 draft looking like? Kevin Garnett. I guess we could see. We'll just see who gets Kevin Garnett when we go into the league and scope out every single team. But I'm going to foreshadow yet again. We do have a big-time draft in 1996 coming right up. Let's see any retirements. Has Magic retired yet? Or is he still trying to play? Larry Bird, he retired last year. Did Magic retire? Yeah, he did. So Magic and Bird, I think, retired at the same time, which is interesting. I believe in real life, Magic retired way later than people realize, actually, because he signed like a huge contract. I think it was like a 10-year contract. But let's go ahead and check out what's going on now with this Phoenix. Or we'll check out what's going on with the whole league. Why not? Who are the best players? David Robinson, 95 overall. Scottie Pippen, 94 overall. We got Shaq as a 94 overall. Mark Price as a 93 overall. Let's go ahead and check the team. So, wait, what? What? You three-peated in the NBA, and now David Robinson is on the Sixers? Damn, that's some hater. That's some hater. That's a hater. That's hating. Chris Mullin is here. Danny Ferry. The racist is there. There's Abdul Roof, Shaq, and Rick Smits. So where is Jordan? Chris Webber and Steve Smith. Hakeem moved on. Oh, no, they just turned into Sacramento now. Penny and Alonzo Mourning and Danny Manning and Tony Kukoc. This Knicks team is solid. Sean Kemp and, Magic Johnson is still in the league. He's still out here fighting hard. Terry Mills. There's Karl Malone and Sabonis. Jamal Mashburn. Glenn Rice. Mark Price. Michael Jordan is now on the Pistons with Isaiah Thomas. Interesting. You three-peated on the Suns and then decided to leave the team. That is very weird. Joe Dumars on the Rockets. He's been there his whole career. And also they have Jason Kidd. So this isn't a terrible team. Gary Payton, Horace Grant this is the new Suns. They just three-peated. They became a dynasty. And then both their best players abandoned them. I don't even know why. Tim Hardaway on the Sonics, Christian Laettner, John Stockton, and Clyde on the Trailblazers, Brad Daugherty, and then David Robinson we already saw. So, the NBA has completely changed. I want to actually check one thing in league history, and that is, what is this? Team history? Okay, we don't care about that. Not that. I don't want to see NBA records. I want to see NBA history. Okay, I want to see Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, it's been Scottie Pippen now. Okay, he only has 3, but for some reason it felt like he had way more. Scottie Pippen has kind of become like one of the best defenders ever in NBA history. So that's interesting. One person whose career has changed a lot has been David Robinson. 23, 14, and 4. This is his 3rd straight MVP. And now is really the moment to see. I mean, Michael Jordan is now a 90 overall. I don't know how that happened. I guess he's 33 years old, but he's still averaging 26 points. I don't know how that happened. David Robinson is just a better player. Now is the moment to see. I mean, the Pistons missed the playoffs. So I guess those 3 championships were honestly David Robinson's championships. Even though MJ won the Finals MVP, he was actually the reason why they were able to win. I see Hakeem out here, the 2nd seed. Where's the Sixers? The Sixers are the 3rd seed. Okay, let's do it. See what ends up happening here. This is a good series. I'm not going to lie. Oh, no, this isn't a good series. I could care less about that series. I see Terry Cummings there, though. Sixers get eliminated. Damn. So David Robinson's not going to four-peat. What's going on here in the New York Knicks? Penny Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning. Oh, I told you I like this team. Shaq versus Alonzo. Could we see Shaq now take the reins as the best player in the league? I guess we will see right now. All right, the Knicks win in 7 against Shaq and Shaq and the Charlotte Hornets. This is a pretty even field right now. I mean, I don't know. It's 2. We're going to get a new champion. It might be Karl Malone finally winning a championship, or in this simulation, is he also going to be one of the best players to never win a ring? I mean, this is a close series. Mavericks are up 3-2. We might see Karl Malone win a championship for the first time in his career, and that would be a big deal. I'm not going to lie. 8-point games, 10-point game, 8-point game. It's going to be Karl Malone who takes home the Finals MVP, and his career is very different. Hopefully, he didn't get a 13-year-old pregnant, but you know what? Finals MVP and a champion. He did something that he wasn't able to do in real life, so good for him. Good for him, honestly. Good for him. Any retirements I should be aware of here? It looks like no. Wow, Magic Johnson is staying in the NBA. He is going to be grinding out the NBA. Oh, Tom Chambers, weren't you a champion? Or no, you were one of the guys who kept selling Michael Jordan when he was on the Bulls. Did you do anything? Not one single award. Fat Lever is actually one of the best players of all time. There it is, Fat Lever. Rolando Blackman was also pretty solid. He was a champion in 1995. Good for him. All right. It's time for a change because Kobe Bryant is about to get drafted, but he probably won't go first overall. I think usually Allen Iverson gets picked number 1 in 1996, but we're checking. Oh, never mind. Kobe Bean Bryant, the first pick in the 1996 NBA draft. I don't know why he doesn't have an afro. He should have an afro, but whatever. Well, technically, actually, whatever. Anyway, Allen Iverson goes to the Grizzlies. I'm going to check out those 2 teams right after this video. Let's sim to the end. Right after this draft. Ray Allen goes to the Suns. Damn. Well, I guess they wouldn't have. If Jordan and David Robinson were still there, they wouldn't have actually gotten this high of a pick. There's Peja, Steve Nash to the Celtics. So I guess we're going to check all these teams now. Let's see. Who's on the Nets? Who is Jordan joining? Kobe joining. Let's see. He is on the team with Kenny the Jet Smith, Glenn Robinson. It's not a bad team. I wouldn't really call it a good team, though. What about Iverson? What team did Iverson get drafted to again? The Nets. Okay, let me check. Oh, no, not the Nets. Who did Allen Iverson get drafted to? The Grizzlies. Okay, let's check who's on the Grizzlies real quick. The Vancouver Grizzlies. What is going on with you guys? You guys have Danny Fair. Okay, that team is even worse than the Kobe team. So, not ideal situations for both of them. I mean, Kobe is not being drafted to a team with already legends like Shaquille O'Neal. That's not happening. But it's still, you know what I'm saying? Kobe definitely got the longer end of the stick. Iverson kind of got messed over, just like in real life, because that Sixers team that Allen Iverson on was god-awful. Anyway, we're heading into the 1996-97 season. Things are about to get funky. I want to check on Michael Jordan. What's going on with you? For some reason, you decided to join the Detroit Pistons. I mean, these jerseys are sick, so you're gonna look cool. You're gonna look cool. Like, imagine a Jordan jersey like this. Man, I'd be buying these left and right, especially the away jersey. You guys can't even see the away jersey, but he's already an 89 overall, so I don't even see Michael Jordan doing anything at this point. So it's not looking good for him. We'll check the rest of the NBA. Jason Kidd, Joe Dumars, Gary Payton, and Kevin Garnett. That's a really nice team, actually. Even though Gary Payton is kind of getting older, but he still has a couple of prime years left. There's David Robinson. Shaq is now the second best player in the league. What's the Hornets? Did they get any better? They now have Kenny Anderson. Chris Webber got better really fast. Hakeem, man, this is like probably the most disappointing player, I think, for this whole simulation. He did win 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, but never a first-team All-NBA or even close to like an MVP. Penny Hardaway and Alonzo, I expect this team to at least win one championship as long as injuries don't get the better of them. And I see Karl Malone. I mean, Karl Malone did just win an NBA championship, so I'm sure he's just happy with that. Let's get into this 1996-97 season, man. We've simulated 13 seasons, and I've been recording for about an hour and 48 minutes. I don't know what the length of this video is. I'm assuming that means this video is probably somewhere in the hour and 15, maybe hour length. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, do me a favor. It would really mean the world to me if you guys just liked and subscribed. And yeah, I would really appreciate that. Thank you for the support on this channel recently. It's been really fun making videos here. Most valuable player, Chris Webber. I think I told you in 1986. I said in 10 years, we're going to see the league completely different. And this is what I'm talking about. Things are about to get freaky. Rookie of the year was Allen Iverson. What did Kobe average? 16 points, but he's a little bit injured. Pulled back muscle. Again, Iverson's on a terrible team, so makes sense. Bryant Reeves. Okay, maybe the Grizzlies have a future here. Shaq, Defensive Player of the Year. Damn, 27 and 15. He's putting up monster numbers. All NBA second team was Tim Hardaway, Penny Hardaway. Oh, look at the Hardaways out here, man. Wait, this isn't... Why did I... Wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, this is going to make me sound like such a casual. But now that I think about it, it made no sense why I thought this. I used to think that he was his dad. But that makes no sense because Tim Hardaway's son is Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm sorry, guys. You know what? I'm just going to stop talking. This is making me sound like such a casual. Let's just simulate. Hey, look, Michael Jordan. Actually back, possibly in the winner's circle. It's actually sad, though, that he's an 89 overall. He's up 1-0, 2-0. 3-0. Okay, Michael Jordan. Oh, no, not quite yet. Not quite yet. There he is. Okay. Let's see this matchup, and then let's see the other matchup. This Warriors team is god-awful, but I have to say, Jason Kidd, and don't they have... Yeah, they have Joe Dumars. This is actually a pretty deep, solid, decent team, not going to lie. As for Michael Jordan, he's got to go through a pretty awful team, and there must have been a lot of injuries for Jordan to be able to get this draw into the finals. They're down 3-2. I want to see Jordan succeed, so I'm going to go ahead and simcast this to see if maybe we could see a possible comeback, maybe, and a fourth championship to prove the haters wrong that he can win without David Robinson. It's a 5-point game, 3-point game. I'll hop in. A minute left. Let's do it. 3-point game. Here's Latrell Sprewell out to battle. Back out to Terry Porter. Now it's Dino Rajda. Post fadeaway is good. And it's a 1-point game now. Here is Bowen. I see Michael. Does Michael still have it in him to maybe reach the finals and possibly win a fourth title? Is that Grant Hill? It is. Grant Hill ended up on the Pistons just like in real life. That's nice to see, I guess. Some realism in this simulation. We haven't really seen much of that. Terry Porter, battle for the midi. Tough shot is missed. Byron's got a big-time rebound. Let me see Jordan get the ball. Let me see Jordan get the ball, man. Let me see him get the ball. Okay, Bowen all the way. Easy layup, puts it in. 3-point game now. Pistons have a lead. And this is to force Game 7, so it's nothing crazy. But at least we know Jordan has another shot at going back to the finals. I think that's... which Johnson is this? I don't really know. Anyway, Dino Raja in the post, deep in the post, back out. Maybe Kevin. I think that's Kevin Johnson. Could be wrong, though. Tough shot. That's a weird-looking bucket, but he gets it to go. We got 11 seconds on the clock. We're going to need some big... Okay, well, Jordan is scared to shoot the free throws. That is very unlike Michael Jordan. Wiley at the line, misses the first. Jordan, you should have just taken the free throw. Now Milwaukee has a good chance of running down the court and possibly tying up the game. 9 seconds here. 8 seconds. 7 seconds in the game. Is this going to be a heartbreak for Michael Jordan and this Pistons team that's for the tie? Misses. Jordan is forcing a big-time Game 7, and we could see him heading back to the NBA Finals. 22 and 22 from Dino. There's Michael with 32, 4, and 3. All right, so back to Game 7 here. Let's see if Jordan can go back to the finals. He's had a big-time fall-off from grace ever since David Robinson maybe left him. I don't know who left who. Is this going to be another close game? It might be 7-point game, 9-point game, 10-point game. No, there it is. Grant Hill, 28, 2 and 8. Jordan had 25 as well, but unable to reach the finals, and we're going to have possibly the most boring NBA final yet, although James Worthy is about to get another. This is a horrible NBA final. This would tank the ratings so bad. I don't even care about simcasting it. 25 points, 16 rebounds. Brad Daugherty is the finals MVP. This is the most random champion. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much more. Larry Bird finally retired. I honestly thought he retired like 5 years ago. But two-time champion, one-time finals MVP. I feel like this simulation didn't really do him justice, I'll be honest with you. But you know what? Still had a good career. And Kevin McHale retires at the same time. Same thing, two-time champion. Also a first-team all-defense. James Worthy retires. An extra championship in 1997. But other than that, nothing. Oh, Manute Bol, you already retired? Really? You didn't? Did you even do anything? What were you averaging? I didn't see you one time in this whole video. I mean, he had a pretty good career. Not really. It was alright. It was mid. Pretty mid. All right, so I guess there it is. 1997. I think this is Tim Duncan. Yep. All right, so Tim Duncan's going to be drafted. Be honest with you, don't really care too much about where he gets drafted, so I'm going to go ahead and just skip that and continue with this video. So we're into the 1997-98 season. It's crazy because we're getting closer and closer to the 2000s. And this Sixer team I expect to be good at some point. Scottie Pippen and D-Rob. I can't believe D-Rob left Jordan for Scottie. That's crazy to me. Here's the Bulls. Is Jordan going to be in his last season? That's the real question. Iverson and Divock are still here. Mitch Richmond and Sharif. Michael Williams, Shaq, and Antonio McDyess. That's actually an interesting team. We'll see if they can maybe pull off something special. Chris Webber, I think, is the highest-rated player in this league right now. Hakeem is on his way down. Penny Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning, I feel like, did they win a championship? No, they lost in the finals, right, to Karl Malone. Yeah. Sean Kemp is out here in L.A. Magic Johnson, I want to say retired, or maybe he's a free agent now or something. Glenn Rice. There's Karl Malone, champion in 1996, and that's all he really cares about. There's Kobe Bryant. Now he has Jamal Mashburn and Glenn Robinson on his team, so there's something there. What team is he on again? He's on the New Jersey Nets. So there's something there in New Jersey for sure. And Michael's already an 87 overall at just the age of 34. I mean, he had a crazy fall from grace, I'll be honest with you. Let's continue with the going into the 1997-1998 NBA season. Has David Robinson been the best player in this simulation? I guess I'm going to check the league history after this to kind of confirm that. There's Tim Duncan winning the Rookie of the Year. He's on the Raptors. That's an interesting place for him. It actually looks kind of dope in the Raptors uniform. There's the Defensive Player of the Year. I feel like David Robinson has a case of being the best player in this entire simulation. I'd have to check, though, the league history to confirm that. I'll check that right now. Let me see. I mean, he's won the MVP. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 times there. But then he also won a couple championship with the Suns, 3 in a row to be exact. And now he's another MVP and looking to possibly gun for his, this would be his 5th or his 4th championship. So that would put him in a league of his own. They're going to take down, oh, look at this. Look at this matchup right here that we have. We got to watch this. Scottie Pippen and D-Rob. Michael Jordan is probably pissed that David Robinson left him to join Scottie. But, oh, this is close. Are the Pistons going to take a 3-2 lead? No. Sixers up 3-2. We'll watch this. We'll have some fun with this. Why not? Let's have some fun with this. Shall we, boys? Shall we have some fun with this? It looks like the Sixers are going to win this pretty comfortably, as expected. I think they're going to win a championship pretty comfortably. This is actually also a good matchup. Penny and Alonzo. Is this a good matchup? What's up with the Warriors, man? This team is so boring, and yet they keep going far. The Spurs are good, too. Okay, I'm just going to go and simulate the round because I hope the Spurs win. Okay, so the Knicks are solid, obviously. Very good, actually. Penny and Alonzo. Kind of two similar teams. We got two all-time point guards and then an all-time big man at the center position. So the matchups are pretty fire. Knicks take a 1-0 lead. They take a 3-0 lead. 2-1 here. 3-1. So we might see a Penny Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning championship. This would actually make Alonzo Mourning be a champion before Shaquille O'Neal, which, of course, we all know never happened. 3-point game. This could be a hop-in, actually. 7-point game. Okay, never mind. Knicks win 29-19-2, 25-5-4 from Penny Hardaway. And there it is. The Knicks 28-13 from the finals MVP, Alonzo Mourning. And that's a new champion. Actually, a good finals considering the last NBA finals we had was super mid. Now, this draft class is Vince Carter, Dirk, and Paul Pierce. So it's pretty good, but nothing that really moves the needle like a ton. I don't think any of those guys truthfully move the needle. But there we go. Let's move. I mean, obviously they're great Hall of Fame players, but I'm saying like move the needle as in we're going to see like a new champion in the next 3 years. I doubt it, depending on who gets drafted where. But, yeah. All right, let's continue with this league. Kobe Bryant, I'm waiting for you to start showing me something. What have you been averaging the last couple seasons? All right, I mean, you've been in the league for 2 years, 19 points. Third year, this might be the breakout season for Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan is an 83 overall at 35 years old. The fall from grace is crazy. I don't understand. Marbury and Timmy D. This is going to be a good team if they all stay together. I'm not going to lie. They're young and talented. And now they have Vince Carter as well. So when I said the 1998 draft is not going to move the needle, Vince Carter joining the Raptors with Tim Duncan, Jerry Stackhouse, and Marbury definitely moves the needle. This Raptors team could be a future dynasty. Here's Kevin Garnett. Nothing really going on there. Nothing going on with Ray Allen either. Jermaine O'Neal and Stockton. And, okay, like I said, Steve Nash and T-Mac. Steve Nash and Tracy McGrady. Okay, this also kind of moved the needle a little bit. Okay, we got some interesting stuff happening here. And Iverson and Dirk. So the 1998 draft, actually moved the needle a ton. There's 3 teams that got way better or will get way better in the future with this draft class. So we're going to see if anything interesting happens in the next couple of years. I'm sure it'll really only start showing in the next 5 years, but that's actually very interesting. Is it possible that Chris Webber ends up being the David Robinson of this era? Here's Paul Pierce winning the Rookie of the Year. Out of everybody, it's Paul Pierce. I think because everybody else was on really good teams. I didn't really check who's on the Magic. Alonzo Mourning, Defensive Player of the Year, coming off a championship. We'll see if they can maybe go back-to-back. Again, we haven't really seen. We saw one dynasty that three-peated, and then everything else has been pretty randomized. It's our first team All-NBA. It's definitely interesting. I don't see Shaq here. There's Shaq in the third team. One person I also don't see is Kobe. What's Iverson averaging? 29, 9, and 2. What's that Grizzlies team finish with? Did they finish? Okay, 5 seed. This is a good series. San Antonio versus the Grizzlies. Now that we know the Grizzlies have Dirk and Allen Iverson, super solid team. I'm going to go ahead and simulate until the finals because there's a lot of good matchups here, but I can't really pinpoint every single one. Dude, how do the Warriors keep sneaking their way? Again, we have Scottie Pippen and Brad Arthur because the Warriors got a little better, but Chris Webber, again, I told you, he might end up being the David Robinson of this era. I see Shaq here. Shaq might actually end up making his first NBA final. We'll go ahead and, Shaq is struggling, man. 26-15. Not much he can do against that team, and it looks like the Jazz who have Chris Webber. So Chris Webber looking to make a big-time mark on the NBA by winning a championship. It's 2-2 here. Who's on the Heat again? This terrible team. Am I missing something? Why is this team up 3-2 in the NBA Finals? This Heat team is super mid. Hello? Heat are dominating now, the Jazz. 13-point game. 7-point game. 8-point game. Whoa, it just got randomly close. They were up 8, and then it just got really close just out of nowhere. I will go ahead and simcast this, of course. Don't mind if I do. I can't wait until I don't have to turn off era filters every time I hop into a game. Here are the Miami Heat inbounding the ball. 110-109. Here is Workman out to Ryder. This Miami Heat team is super, super boring, so I don't know why they're going to be the ones to win a championship here. Sean Bradley on the cut. Pick up his dribble. Back out to Workman. Workman hits the screen. Behind the back. Back out to Isaiah Ryder. Big-time three-pointer! Knocks it down, and they have a 2-point lead with 11 seconds left. Chris Webber, we need you, buddy. Utah, the city of Utah needs you. Here's Webber. 10 seconds on the clock, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. A big-time bucket is needed from Chris Webber. Webber, that is for the tie, puts it in! Chris Webber in Game 6 of the NBA Finals might have just saved his team. I guess we will see. I mean, they literally can't score with 0.3 seconds left, so I think we're 100% going to overtime here. That's not going to count, and we're going to overtime. Let's do it. OT, Utah is up 4, and they win it right there on the spot. Chris Webber, 35, 15, 13, and 7. His stats aren't even crazy, but this game was crazy. We got a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. It's been a while, I feel like, since we had a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Let's see if Chris Webber can win his first title and start to become the David Robinson surprise hero of the early 2000s. He's up 8, and there it is. Chris Webber, Finals MVP, 25, 13, and 7 as he takes home an NBA championship. Let's check player retirements. Is Michael going to retire anytime soon? There's Mark Aguirre. Mark Aguirre actually, I think, had a decent career. I'm not going to lie. Didn't they win a championship? Yeah, he won in 1996, actually recently. Anything else here? Scott Lewis. Yeah, I mean, I don't see Jordan retiring quite yet, which makes sense because he's only like 35 years old, so you wouldn't expect him to retire quite yet, but there it is. We are about to enter the 1998-2000 season, man. It's almost time to enter the 2000s. We've had such a long run here. We got through the 80s, we got through the 90s, and then it's time to get through at least the early 2000s to the 2010s, and then we got to get through the 2010s, and then we got to get through the 2020s. So we got a long way to go. I think we got, like 16 or 17 more seasons left here. So, 27 more seasons left, not 17. We're not in 2017 anymore. We got a long way to go, ladies and gentlemen, a long way to go. Okay, what team should I even look at? I guess we'll check the history real quick. We'll check league history just to check what's going on in the NBA. Chris Webber is about to, I think, start taking over as the new David Robinson. Because David Robinson, I think, has been the best player in this simulation. Other than Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson has definitely been the best player. Okay, let me get that straight. He's definitely been the best player. But other than him, Chris Webber might take that. Other than him, it's been, I think, Magic, and then probably David Robinson, and then probably Michael Jordan, and that's in order. And now I think Chris Webber is ready to take that throne because after Michael Jordan decided to leave the Suns after three-peating, the NBA got kind of Wild Westy. We saw 3 championships that were like kind of randomized, and even the finals matchups were randomized, other than the Knicks making both the finals, or making 2 out of 3 finals. But maybe Chris Webber will make it his journey to become make this team a dynasty. David Robinson now with 91 overall. Is Michael Jordan still in the Pistons? Is that still a thing? Let's see. Kobe Bryant is now a 96 overall, so this better be the season he breaks out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting for that. There is Jordan as a 78 overall. You just gotta retire, man. You gotta retire. And then this team right here, this team is winning a championship very soon. Mark my words. I don't know if they made the playoffs, but this team is winning a championship very soon. Let's get right into this 1999-2000 season. We are now officially entering the 2000s. I told you, man. It's Chris Webber time. MVP was Chris Webber, 30 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. Rookie, there was Manu. Bryant Reeves, 6th Player of the Year. David Robinson, Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, it's D-Rob time. It's D-Rob time. Did Kobe make any of these teams? Man, where's Kobe? I see Shaq is injured. He's had a great career other than the fact that he hasn't really come close to being a champion. All right. Man, no Kobe. I see T-Mac here, though. T-Mac, I think, and Steve Nash are both teammates, so that should be an interesting team. The Celtics are the 5 seed, too. We got a lot of interesting squads. I got to see some of these teams. So here's the Raptors team I've been raving about, who obviously have a super stacked squad. The Celtics, I think, are good, too, with, T-Mac and Steve Nash, but it looks like maybe Steve Nash is injured in this series, so I think we're going to see the Knicks win that one. What's going on in Cleveland? Cleveland is mid, and then this Philly has David Robinson, but they're down 2-0. The Nets, Kobe Bryant is a number 2 seed. What is he averaging? Because we haven't seen him in any first or second team All NBA. So I guess I do want to check that out real quick. 31 points. How did he not wait? Oh, he's averaging 31 in the playoffs, but he averaged 25 points. So I feel like that's good enough to make an All NBA team. But he never hasn't made an All NBA team yet. Although he just made his first All Star game this season. The East is incredibly stacked, by the way. The East is incredibly stacked. Let's see if Kobe is into the conference finals, and this is the matchup right here. This matchup, I'm not going to lie, I could care less about. This matchup, this is good too. Allen Iverson and Dirk. That's a great matchup. Okay, this is the matchup I actually want to watch. So I'm actually going to go ahead and simulate through game here and possibly get a simcast. It's 2-2. Toronto has a 3-2 lead. This is like a really good team. This Raptors team is insanely good, but I would like to see Kobe Bryant ball out. So could we maybe see some of that? 8-point game. Oh, it's a 14-point game. Okay, this is going to 7 right here. Kobe, 23, 5 and 3. Mike Bibby had a nice little 30 points. This team all around, the Raptors are just really good, have a super deep squad. We're going to see this go to Game 7. As for here, Dirk Nowitzki and Allen Iverson are into the finals, but let's watch this Game 7. Oh, man, this might be a Raptors domination in Game 7. Not going to lie, guys. 13-point game, 16-point game now. Yeah, it's a Raptors. Raptors demolished them. I mean, they are a much better team, and Kobe looks like he had a rough game. 5 for 13. Not ideal. Even like the Raptors, though, like it's weird because like Tim Duncan and Vince are probably their two best players, and they both had under 10 points, but Timmy had 6 points and 20 rebounds. This feels like a really even matchup right here between these two teams. I mean, I'm going to lean towards the Raptors because they have more talent, but I'd have to look at the bench real quick. I mean, the Grizzlies bench is good. See the Raptors bench. Raptors bench is also. So, I mean, these are two very evenly matched teams. I got the Grizzlies in 5, though. And I was wrong. This is a 5 games, and Raptors are up 3-2. Let's see if they can finish off this series and become NBA champions a little bit early. This young possible dynasty in the NBA. Look at the score of this game. They're up 40 in an elimination game. Allen Iverson, 27 points and 3 assists. I think he's going to win. It's Tim Duncan who wins the Finals MVP. 14 points, 14 rebounds. Very interesting stat line for a Finals MVP. But there you have it. A new dynasty might be brewing in Toronto, of all places. Toronto, a new franchise that I guess they drafted just really well. 2000, the draft is super mid, so honestly, just going to go ahead and skip that. We could care less about the 2000 draft. Just going to be honest, it's not really an exciting draft. There's nothing really going on there. I mean, the exciting draft comes in about 3 seasons, and I think you guys know exactly what draft that is. Let's be real. I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so I want to just cherry pick on the Raptors. I'm going to sit my thing on the Raptors to see this team. They keep getting better. Timmy's only 24. Vince is only 23. I mean, their best players are all 25 or under, and then they have Christian Laettner running around here. So this team is really good. Let's see if they can become a dynasty in this league. Here's a third MVP for Chris Webber. Again, I told you, the David Robinson of this era. It's happening. Shaq, Defensive Player of the Year. We haven't really seen much from Shaq, sadly. And the Raptors are the best team in the league. Allen Iverson here. Where's Kobe? Where's Kobe? Kobe, there he is. All-NBA third team. Finally, we see something from you where you average 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. They're the second seed in the East, Kobe is. Unfortunately for Kobe Bryant, he has the Raptors in his path, who are probably not going to lose a single game. And either way, the Nets lost to the Charlotte Hornets, so that's sad. Okay, Toronto versus Hornets. I mean, I'll watch this because we have Shaq, and we want to see Shaq succeed. What's the Suns look like again? The Suns suck, and the Grizzlies have Allen Iverson and Dirk. So the Grizzlies are looking to actually make a run with Dirk and Iverson, but something tells me there's not much you can do when there's a Tim Duncan team like that. And the Suns are looking. Wait, no, the Grizzlies are looking bad. We'll simcast this because I do want to see the Grizzlies. Actually, I want to see this finals matchup again because I feel like if we don't see the finals matchup, we're just going to see the Raptors demolish the Suns, and that won't be that fun. 7-point game. There it is. 31 and 13 from Iverson, 21 and 6. Game 7 here. Let's see if the Grizzlies can actually win this and head back to back-to-back finals. Or are the Raptors going to get an easy matchup versus the Suns? It looks like they're going to get an easy matchup versus the Suns. This Suns team is so bizarre. Look at this starting lineup. How is this a finals team when your highest overall player is Sean Elliott? I don't know why I just clicked start game. All right, here we go. Raptors, I feel like we obviously know exactly what's going to happen here. 2-1. Okay, 2-2. Are the Suns going to take a 3-2 lead? No. Okay, the Raptors have a 3-2 lead. Let's go ahead and see if the Raptors can win back-to-back titles and start a new dynasty. It would be our second dynasty in this video. It looks like it's not going to end there. I got to see the box score for that. Look at this box score from the Suns. Like, who are these guys? I mean, I recognize a lot of these guys, but, like, why are they in the finals? And Tim Duncan, what are you averaging? 19 points, 15 rebounds? Like, there's not really, like, a definitive one. You know what I mean? Like, there's, like, 1, 2. Wasn't there one more really good? Yeah, Jerry Stackhouse. There's 1, 2, 3 guys here that, like, all are kind of being, like, the alpha man. But one of them has to step up and be the pure alpha, and that has to be Timmy D in order for this team to become a dynasty. Let's see if the Suns somehow win this championship. They've been up the whole game, literally the whole game. It's not a crazy lead. Now it's a crazy lead. They're down 16, and the Suns somehow win a championship with Sean Elliott being their best player. Man, 2K, your simulation will never change. It'll never change. Did Michael Jordan retire, by the way? I'm assuming he did, and I just missed it, which would be kind of sad if I did. Not going to lie. I'm assuming he's not on the Pistons anymore. Yeah, he did retire, didn't he? He definitely. There's no way he's still in the NBA. That's sad. John Stockton, what happened with you? We really didn't see anything of you. And you actually had potential because you joined a good team to start your career. You were on Moses Malone's team. I mean, 12-time All-Star, basically all the way from 85 to 96 is pretty good. You were a 5-time second-team All-NBA and a 1-time third-team All-NBA, so not a terrible career. Patrick Ewing, another guy who was supposed to be good and then didn't do anything in the playoffs. He had Scottie Pippen on his team for a lot of his career. They got drafted in back-to-back seasons, yet we didn't really see much from you. I mean, your best season, you averaged 28 points in Washington in back-to-back seasons, which is pretty good. Your time in Washington was good. He spent almost his whole career in Washington other than his last season in Indiana. Chris Mullin, didn't really expect to see much from you. Hakeem was the biggest letdown, I think, of this whole video. Your best season was 25 points a game in 91, 92. Everything else was bad. You were never able to actually reach. I feel like I barely saw you in the playoffs. You were an All-Star 11 times, a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year award winner, but you did not reach your ceiling, not even close. So a couple 1984 draft guys retiring in 2001, which is sad, but you know what? It's all part of the process. We're going to see a lot of guys come and go as this video continues, man, especially while we're in the 2000s era. All right, what's going on? What's going on in this video right now? I mean, okay, so Gary Payton, we got Muhammad Abdul-Rahuf, Chauncey Billups, Monty Paul, Steve Nash, and T-Mac. I'm waiting for this team to put up a fight against the Raptors, not going to lie. This team might be the one. They got Ron Artest, too, coming off the bench. They're not bad. They're not bad at all. Dirk Nowitzki and Iverson. I see Iverson, I think, went down in overall a little bit after they lost in the conference finals. Shaq, we haven't really seen much from you, not going to lie. I mean, technically, in real life, this was the Lakers' time to shine, but we're not seeing too much from you right now. Chris Webber is there. Big Z, Penny, and Alonzo Mourning. Let's go ahead. Pierce, Jason Kidd, Ellen Brand, Antoine Jameson. This Mavericks team isn't bad, actually. Kobe now has Mike Bibby, so that's a little bit of help, but I need to see Kobe take that next step as well, you know. Vince, obviously this team should be back-to-back champions if we're being real, but whatever. Houston's kind of lost. So are the Spurs, even though they have KG. Oh, okay, so this Suns team had Ray Allen. So Ray Allen is now an NBA champion, even though we didn't see him play one time in that finals, and still they were somehow able to beat the Raptors. And the Warriors are looking interesting. All right, let me see the league history real quick. That's what I'm curious to see, the NBA history. Let me see the past champions. Things have been weird since this three-peat for Phoenix. We've had a new champion every year for the past 6 years. I thought this Raptors team was going to be the team to become a dynasty, and they still can. I mean, they made the finals in 2001, so let's get into this. Into the 2001-2002 season. After this season, we are officially, by the way, in the quote-unquote Kobe Bryant era. So that will definitely be something to look out for, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to start to see Shaq peak? I mean, 2002, throughout 2000, all the way to probably 2004, Shaq was the best player in the world. So we haven't really seen that much from him, at least in the playoffs. T-Mac, man, always injured. We're not going to see. I don't think we're going to see that Celtics team do much. I'll be honest with you guys. Sadly, there's Iverson on the Grizzlies. Timmy D is also a little injured, so we might not see the Raptors make a run. I guess we will see. Toronto is still the number 1 seed. And the Kobe and the Nets are now the number 2 seed. So could we see, oh my God, the Bucks beat them again? I think that's the second year in a row the Bucks beat them. Oh my God. And the Hornets. Wait, okay. Now, I was just talking trash about the Celtics. This is actually a great series right here. Who's on Dallas? I forgot, honestly. Jason Kidd and I was just talking about this team, that this team is pretty good. And this dumb Phoenix Suns team. 2K loves Ray Allen, man. 1-1. I'm actually going to go ahead and simulate through game with this Boston and Hornets series. Thank God the Suns didn't win. Shaq is up 3-2. We could see Shaquille O'Neal winning a championship for the first time in his career. An MVP and a championship, which would be a huge season for him. We don't really see too many guys do that in this sim yet. And it looks like they're going to the finals. Shaquille O'Neal, 29 points and 21 rebounds as he reaches his first NBA final. He's averaging 26 and 14. What about the other team? I mean, Steve Nash. Let's see. What did Steve Nash average? 20 and 9. Did T-Mac put up good stats? See, T-Mac, we need like 30. We need prime T-Mac 35 points a game type of vibe from you. This is the finals matchup. Can Shaq win his first title? Game 1 goes to him. Game 2 goes to the Mavericks. Game 3 to the Mavericks. It's a tie series, 3-2. We might be seeing a Jason Kidd Masterclass NBA championship. They have a pretty good team built around Jason Kidd, so I wouldn't be mad if they win this, but there it is. Okay, the Hornets force a Game 7. Game 7, Hornets are at home for this. They have the home court advantage. We might be seeing a close game here. Looks close as of now. Yeah, it definitely looks pretty close. 7-point game now. 6-point game, a minute left. It's not really close enough. Wait, what's going on here? I think the Hornets are going to pull this off. There it is. 26 and 14 from Shaq. And there it is. Shaq has won a championship in this simulation. Everybody who you kind of expect to win a championship has won a championship, I'd say, except for Hakeem Olajuwon. Magic won. Larry Bird won. Even Karl Malone won, which you wouldn't expect him to win, but I guess he's good enough to win one. Everybody you expect to win has won a championship. We need Kobe to win a championship, though. It might take him a little bit because it's not like he's playing with Shaq. And finally, Michael Jordan retired as a 69 overall. When were you not going to retire? When you averaged 9 points a game? I mean, dude, this is so crazy. He had such a fall off at literally just randomly, in 2000, or no, 99. I guess 97, 98, because he averaged 29 in 96, 97. 97, 98, he averaged 23 points, and then the rest was just god-awful. I'm surprised this is the first time I'm seeing him. I mean, yeah, he did have a great career, though. To be fair, I guess it is really hard in a video game to replicate the real career that Michael Jordan had. I mean, it's the accolades he had in real life are video game worthy, It's pretty hard to imagine 2K letting Michael Jordan win 6 out of 10 years in one decade. So I understand, but also, whatever. He finished anyway with 3 championships. He did three-peat, which is awesome. And he also won 4 MVPs. So he had a good career. Tim Hardaway, did you have a good career? Mid, not much. Anybody else here that we recognize that is important to this video at all? It looks like no. So we'll continue on to the 2002-2003 season. And I would hope you guys are smart enough to know exactly what is next after, of course, this season. First, we got to get through this season. And then things are about to get a little bit wonky. Things are about to get interesting, and I'm excited for it. All right, well, we're officially entering the Kobe era, 2002, 2003. That's actually not what I was referring to, by the way. I think you guys know what I'm referring to, I'd hope, unless you guys are casuals. I'm going to skip this. Sorry, guys. Obviously, it's 2003 draft, which means some modern-day legends are about to be entering the simulation. Finally, man. We've been recording for almost 3 hours straight. I've been recording since 11 a.m. And it's about to get crazy. Kobe is still the best, highest-rated player in the league, which is interesting. But these are the best players in the league as of now. Honestly, pretty accurate. And we're about to enter the low-key. I know it's called the Kobe era, but when LeBron is drafted, we're about to enter the LeBron era. So let's get right into this 2002 to 2003 season. Tim Duncan, 2003 MVP. Is it time for the reign of the Raptors? I hope so, honestly. Shaq, Defensive Player of the Year, had a huge fall off for some reason. Most improved player was Tyson Chandler. And, okay, here is the All-NBA first team. What a weird first team All-NBA. First of all, no Shaq, no Kobe. I mean, other than Baron Davis and Chris Webber, this isn't too bad because Kevin Garnett is a beast. What have you been up to, KG? Not really much. You've kind of just been chilling on your own. You're just on your own time, and you're on your own vibes. There's Shaq. There's Kobe as well, 27 points. Okay. So the Raptors are, of course, the number 1 seed, and the Nets are the number 2 seed. It's been like this for a couple seasons now. Let's go ahead and see if the Raptors can become the dynasty that I've been predicting them to become, or can Kobe actually make a run in the finals, into the finals at least. The East, I've noticed, is way better than the West. I'm not going to lie. 2-2 series here. Raptors up 3-2. I'm going to go ahead and actually simcast this and see what happens. Listen, I like to simcast the series that are fun to me, and this is one of those fun series that I genuinely kind of enjoy watching. I would enjoy watching. It's a 4-point game, 1-point game now. 3-point game, 2 minutes, 18 seconds. I'll hop in. I feel like it's been a minute since we had a hop in. Actually, no. I think the late 90s we had a hop in, or maybe like 99, maybe 2000. I think but actually after that we had one too. I want to say maybe in like 2000. But here we go. We got to hop in, watching Kobe Bryant against this very dominant Raptors team. Tim Duncan has it. Are they still as good as they used to be? Maybe not as good. Okay, well, they still have Jerry Stackhouse. Screen comes from Timmy. Vince on the perimeter, driving in all the way back out to Jerry Stackhouse. 3 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to hoist up a tough shot and misses it. Let's see if Kobe can crawl his way back into this game. Is he going to come and get the ball? Give Kobe Bryant the ball, man. Why doesn't Kobe have the ball? All right, Edney all the way to the basket. Tough bucket, draws the foul. Man, when I turn this on, I'm trying to see Kobe Bryant go to work. I want to see Tim Duncan go to work, Vince Carter. I'm not trying to watch this Edney guy as he misses a free throw, 2 in the clutch. Vince driving inside, picks up his dribble, back out. Stephon Marbury, I forgot they had him as he misses the 3. Kobe now. Let's go, Kobe. Let me see you go to work, Bryant. Just picks up his dribble, back out to Edney. Can we see Kobe go crazy? I want to see Kobe go crazy. Edney. Great pass to Goodwin. And it's a tie game now. Late in the fourth quarter. 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in this one. Vince Carter drives in. Double team comes. Back out to Christian Laettner. Now it's Vince. Tim Duncan sets a screen. Vince, a nice little midi. Puts it in. Takes a 2-point lead here. Vince Carter with the big-time bucket. Double between the legs. Another between the legs. Another between the legs. Another between the legs. Another between the legs. Spins. What a move. Oh, okay. That's a big shot. Mike Bibby misses. Kobe had the lane. Low-key, I thought he was going to dunk it. Vince into Timmy D. Tim Duncan. Lefty hook is good. And that's a 2-possession lead with 4 seconds left. Oh, my God. It's going to overtime. Yep. Okay. Raptors win anyway. Raptors are going to win that anyway. 35, 6, and 4 for Kobe. It was a good try. Vince with a nice little 35, 7, and 7. Low-key outplaying Kobe in this game by just a little bit. 25, 19, and 4 from Tim Duncan. And the Raptors are back in the NBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Who do the Trailblazers have? This team is terrible. I think we're going to see the Raptors dynasty begin. They've made 3 of the last 3 NBA Finals and have won 2 of the last 3. Tim Duncan, a Finals MVP and MVP for one of the better seasons in this simulation so far. Scottie Pippen retiring. Somebody who I thought would be much better, especially with the teammates he had. He had Patrick Ewing for a while, and then he had the best player in the world in David Robinson for a while and was never really able to do much with it. So you were overrated, and you're on fraud watch. Derek Coleman. I remember when he got drafted. That's insane. It's already been 12 years since he got drafted. Wow, that was like an hour and a half of recording ago, I think. Maybe a little more. Mark Price, I feel like you had a pretty decent career. Yeah, I remember you made a couple first-team All-NBAs. Okay, well, that's fun. Let's continue, though, with this video because now it's time. Actually, I was about to just sim past this. It's time for the 2003 draft where the Timberwolves have the first pick and the Warriors have the second pick. I got to see the Timberwolves squad because that's the team that's getting LeBron. Wait a second. How did this team land the first pick? They're actually not bad. They already have Marcus Camby, and they have this guy, Craig Buckner. Is not even a bad team. If LeBron, of course, gets drafted there is the question, which he will. There he is. LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen, is back. LeBron. Carmelo goes to the Warriors. Chris Bosh goes to the Suns. And Wade goes to the Sixers. Everybody else we don't care about. I'm gonna have to check some of these teams. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see the Warriors. Warriors have they're mid. They're not amazing. The Suns. Let's check out the Suns here. The Suns have Ray Allen. Right, this team we've seen this team a lot, so that actually will be kind of a big deal. But they got Bosh. If they got Wade, it would have been a way bigger deal. And then the Sixers have not a bad team, not a great team. So. Good spots for every one of them. I feel like that LeBron-led the Timberwolves now with LeBron are going to be really good. So I guess we're going to see that. It's good to have LeBron in the league. After literally 3 hours of recording this video, LeBron has officially entered the league. Okay, didn't really expect to see this. Gilbert Arenas, 30.7 rebounds and 8 assists. Here it is, LeBron James, Rookie of the Year. We're going to see if he can have himself a better career than Michael. It's not too much. He just needs to win 4 championships and have, I think, 5 MVPs. Or no, yeah, that's it. Because Jordan had 4 and 4. I'd have to recheck that, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. There's Ben Wallace, Defensive Player of the Year. Kenyon Martin, Most Improved. First team All NBA. Kobe has joined the Houston Rockets. Damn, I got to start actually checking. LeBron also made a first team All NBA in his rookie season. And there's Dirk and Timmy D. We'll see if they can make a run. Timberwolves are the 7th seed, so still a lot for LeBron to have to do there. I got to check the Houston Rockets, though. That's interesting. So it's him, Keith Van Horn. I mean, yeah, this team honestly looks worse than the New Jersey Nets, but that's just my opinion. Let's get into this season. We got the Raptors losing in round 1 to the Hornets, who have Shaq. Shaq had himself a round. Grizzlies get eliminated. And this actually opens up the door for Kobe, who's not on the Nets. What a stupid decision to leave the New Jersey Nets, Kobe. You could have been on this team right now and probably on your way to an NBA championship. What's going on in Denver? Wow, both these teams. Okay, we might see Kevin Garnett. I'll be honest, I don't care about both these teams. So it's the Hawks versus the Spurs. I mean, if I want to pick somebody, I want Kevin Garnett to win a championship. That would be cool. But something tells me that's not going to happen. It's going to be the Hawks. Oh, wait. Yeah, the Hawks win. Shareef Abdul-Rahim. It's been we haven't had back-to-back championships in about since 1995. It's been almost a decade. But at least in the last 10 years, we've had different or the same champions. Like we've had the Raptors win twice out of those 2 years. And they probably would have won this year if it wasn't for Shaq, who probably, I guess, just went off on them. I forgot Shaq won a championship in 2002. I completely forgot. There's so many teams I forgot won championships, I'll be honest with you. So many players and teams. I mean, we'll definitely go over it, you know what I'm saying, when this is all done, the whole thing. But, yeah. Let's check player retirements actually real quick, just in case we're not missing anything here. But I don't expect there to be that many missing. I think most of the guys that were really good in the 90s already retired. All the guys in the 80s already retired. So now it's kind of a new league. We are now in the 2004-2005 season, which means we're about 21 seasons away from being done with this video. Kobe is still the best player in the league. We got Wade putting up numbers with Tyson Chandler. He is a little bit injured, though. Jason Kidd is out here. Did Jason Kidd want to change? Yeah, he was in the final, right? There's Chauncey Billups. There's Steve Nash and T-Mac waiting for this team to do something in the playoffs, but the best they've done is gotten to the conference finals. Dirk and Iverson, again, a team I feel like would have won a championship or maybe even should have won a championship, but they've just had a lot of trouble doing so. This team is just won a championship. So Tony Parker is a champion, by the way. Didn't even mention that. There's Shaq, who's now a 91 overall, who was able to get his ultimate 2002 season where he won a championship, an MVP, and a finals MVP. But since then, the only really cool thing he did was knock out the number one seed and defending champs. Chris Webber won a bunch of MVPs and then won a championship in 1999, but we haven't really seen much from him anymore. There's Jason Terry, Penny Hardaway, and Alonzo. I thought this team was going to... They did actually win a championship in 98. Nice. So, yeah, they kind of accomplished what they set off to do. This is an interesting team right now. Steve Yao Ming and Peja Stojakovic. So that's a new team that maybe we'll see do some damage. They also have Sean Marion and Bobby Simmons, not to be confused with B. Simmons, a.k.a. Ben Simmons. Gilbert Arenas. I mean, Arenas just won an MVP. So if Pierce is good... I could see this team winning a championship, but again, it's hard to do that in this simulation, it feels like. A lot of players that never won with really good teams. These guys just look ugly. By these guys, it's Big Z and Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Okay, guys? I'm not a casual. Stop calling me a casual in the comment section. Jamal Mashburn, didn't you win a championship? For some reason, I thought you won a championship. Baron Davis and Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace somehow ending up on the Pistons. This team, of course, two-time champion. We keep expecting them to become a dynasty and maybe three-peat, but I don't know. It's not really happening as of lately. Kobe is now on the Rockets with Jermaine O'Neal. I want to see this team succeed, but I feel like if he stayed on the New Jersey Nets, he would have been a champion. And these guys almost won a championship but lost in the final. Well, this team is weird. They had the weirdest championship in 2001. Anything else here to look at? Yeah, that's it. All right, let's get right into this 2004-2005 season. Man, we have come a long way. All right, back-to-back MVP for Gilbert Arenas. Listen, if Pierce can play at a high level, they could be champions. Dwight Howard has entered the league on the Kings, following in the footsteps of Hakeem Olajuwon. Remember, he was also drafted to the Kings and ended up doing nothing but winning Defensive Player of the Year awards. Jason Kidd, Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, sorry. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, dude. How did Jason Kidd win a Defensive Player? That's interesting. Here's our first team All-NBA. LeBron James, what are you up to? Are you going to be 28 points, 9 rebounds? It's your era now, buddy. Because I don't see Kobe anywhere here, and it's called the Kobe era. So I'm expecting him. He's not even in the playoffs. Neither are you, though. The Timberwolves didn't make the playoffs either. So no Kobe, no LeBron in the playoffs, man. Sad time to be alive. Where are the Raptors? Can we see the Raptors make a run back to the finals to create another dynasty? Here we have Jason Kidd, the Defensive Player of the Year, versus this still stacked Raptors team. What's going on in the West? Mid. Oh, well, Shaq could go back to the finals. I wouldn't be mad at that. Let's just simulate the round, honestly. Okay, I probably should have not simulated the round because this is it. This is the boring-ass final that I am going to simulate past. Jason Kidd, finals MVP and champion. We've had so many different championships, it's hard to keep up. Vlade Divac. Did you do anything with your career, honestly? Two-time champion, one time in 19... Two-time champion 14 years apart. That's amazing. Anything else? Christian Laettner, I know you won a championship. Yep, I remember that. You were on... was he on the Raptors? I forgot, honestly. All right, let's continue with this league, man. Wow, this is an insane simulation. Let's check NBA history. Gilbert Arenas is now winning a bunch of MVPs. Man, I'm waiting. Damn, the reign of Chris Webber ended so fast, I feel like Chris Webber was winning every single MVP. I thought he was going to be the next David Robinson. But so far in this video, nobody has been able to fill the shoes of the great D-Rob. So we now officially have 20 more years of simulation to go. And these are the top 10 players. It's Kobe, Vince, Dirk. What does Dirk even average? I'm curious to see. Why is he such a high overall if he's never averaged over 25 points a game? Garnett makes sense. Gilbert Arenas makes sense. He just won 2 MVPs. Steve Nash makes absolute sense. LeBron absolutely makes sense. Although I want to see LeBron actually make it to the playoffs and maybe make a deep run. His team is good enough, so I got to see you go to work, LeBron. Let's get into this 2005-2006 season. Oh, well, Chris Webber's back. Maybe he is trying to be the next D-Rob. He just needs to win at least 2 more championships. There's Chris Paul winning the Rookie of the Year. He's on the Wizards. That Wizards team is really bad. I'll show you what their record is. LeBron, Defensive Player of the Year, though. Tends to happen a lot in these 2K simulations where LeBron loves to win Defensive Player of the Years. Wade is out here. Good for you. I mean, the NBA is starting to look a lot different. Fortunately, we haven't seen much from Kobe Bryant, though, which is sad. I mean, he's on the Rockets. I got to check who's on his team. What did he average? 31 points. No All-NBA team is kind of disrespectful. And this team isn't even that bad. So why is he unable to make the playoffs ever? I see the New Jersey Nets. Man, this team used to have Kobe. Remember the good old days? How did this team finish as the number 1 seed? Hold on a second. How did this team finish as... Look at this garbage team. How did they finish as the number 1 seed? All right. Let's get into the league. Is getting weird now, huh? There's the Raptors. Raptors take out the Bucks. Back in the finals. And I've been talking about this Gilbert Arenas and Paul Pierce team for a while. So let's see if they can make a run. What about the Lakers? Who's on the Lakers now? Peja and Yao Ming. And then Melo's on the Warriors. So he's having a bit of a better start to his career than LeBron, at least. Let's see if the Raptors can get back to the finals. They're down 3-2. So I'm going to go ahead and actually simcast that to see what do we have in store here for the Toronto Raptors. A pretty close game, actually, but I think Orlando's actually going to take care of business. Yep. 10-point game. Damn, Raptors. We all thought they would be the dynasty. They won 2 championships and haven't really been able to do much since. Gilbert Arenas, meanwhile, MVP king, is back in the finals, and we might see a Yao Ming NBA championship in 2006, although the Magic are destroying them. We'll simcast this. Magic are up 3-0 in this series right now. So let's see if they end the Lakers once and for all. 2 minutes left here. I mean, we might as well hop in. 1 minute and 42 seconds, 2-point game. This would be Paul Pierce and Gilbert Arenas winning their first championship. What is that? That's actually kind of fire. Hold on. This court is tough. This court is, I mean, it's really big. It's a little bit big, but it looks pretty cool. I have to say, is this even historically accurate? Did the Staples Center look like this during the final? Pretty sure it was way smaller from what I remember, but hey, that's still pretty cool. It's a pretty cool, it's a cool court. I'll give them that. It looks cool. Here's Gilbert Arenas' 2-point game. 1 minute and 40 seconds here. Josh Smith, the screen. Gilbert Arenas, step back. Good pass out to Boykins. Here's Josh Smith. Orlando has a good team. I'm not going to lie. They have a really solid team. Gilbert Arenas, great pass to Mearson. And they have somebody to stop Yao. George Mearson is 7'6", actually, the same height as Yao Ming. Look at it. We got the Giants battling it out in the paint. Here is Yao in the post. See, look at that. He's the equalizer, even though Yao just laid it up and in like it was nothing. What a shot from him. Let's see if Arenas can fight back now. Gilbert Arenas, gets his defender leaning and knocks down the jumper. Gets the little bit of a lucky bounce to go. What a shot and play from Gilbert Arenas. It's funny because the Magic have one of the smallest players of all time as Yao gets a dunk. And then one of the tallest players of all time. They have George Mearson, but then they also have Earl Boykins, who's actually 5'5". So that's pretty interesting. Gilbert Arenas trying to force it up and misses. Not really working there. Pietrus. 18-second separation shot on game clock. Kick out to Gaines. Back out to Pietrus. His three-pointer. Bang! 1 point lead in LA. They are not looking to get swept here. Let's see if Gilbert Arenas can answer back, and they're going to call timeout. Hedo Turkoglu found himself on the Magic. Here we go. Josh Smith sets the screen. Hedo for three. Misses. Big-time rebound. Josh Smith back out to Mearson. Gilbert Arenas now. Hedo. Maybe we should see Pierce have the ball. I don't know. Pierce is usually nice in the clutch. Or Arenas. One of the two. I don't think Hedo should be taking this big shot. 4 seconds. Back out. Pierce. That's for the win. All right. So the Lakers stop the Magic from steamrolling them and sweeping them on their home court. But I don't think it's really going to. It's not really going to mean much. I mean, let's be real. I think the Magic are going to win this game. There it is. Gilbert Arenas, Finals MVP. So Gilbert Arenas is actually having a really good career, which is surprising because obviously he had a great career in his prime, but like he was never like super serious. You know, he used to be a great scorer, lead the league in scoring, but you know what I'm saying? The MVP, and he's a winner, one-time champion, two-time MVP. It's a pretty solid resume for the start of Gilbert Arenas' career. There's Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, 16 years pro, 37 years old. He's going to retire. Did you do anything? Yeah, four-time All-Star. Steve Smith, I remember you were champion in 1999. I remember that. There's Robert Horry. Anything else here that's interesting? No. All right, so let's continue with going into the 2006-2007 season. And this actually means we are finally, this is going to sound crazy, we are finally under 20 seasons away from finishing this video, man. It's been a very long video. This is 100% going to be the longest video I've ever posted in my whole YouTube career, and I've been doing this since like 2015, so this is crazy. Let's go ahead and check everybody in the NBA. There's Wade on that team. Are the Timberwolves getting any better? Because obviously we need to see LeBron do some work here. They're not really getting better. I think he's going to have to ring chase. But, hey, MJ ring chase, so you can't say anything bad about him. MJ ring chase to win 3 in a row. This team should be so much better than they are, but they're just not. Yeah, I don't know. We're going into the 2006-2007 season, so modern-day basketball is about to become a thing. Where is Kobe also? What's going on with Kobe, man? Is he even still in, like, the top? Yeah, he's still a 95 overall. I'd have to check his team. Oh, he left. Wait, what team is Kobe on now? Kobe's ring chasing. He's in Clippers now. Okay. What's going on in LA? Shane Battier. Yeah, it's just not a very good team. You're not gonna win a championship on the Clippers. No offense. Nobody wants to be on the Clippers. If you're gonna be on an LA team, you might as well join the Lakers at that point. All right, Gilbert Arenas. Is he gonna become the GOAT of this season of this simulation? It's looking kind of promising, low key. I mean, there he is. He's now a 3-time MVP. He just needs like a couple more championships, and he'll be the GOAT of this sim. There's LeBron as our one-time Defensive Player of the Year man, and obviously making another first-team All-NBA. 34 points and 9 rebounds. He's actually going crazy, too. There's Kobe back in the first-team All-NBA. They're the 8th seed. LeBron still can't make the playoffs, man. In 2007, the real life, LeBron was able to go all the way to the finals, carrying that Cavs team as like a 22-year-old, which was insane. But I do see the Raptors, and they're back in the conference finals. But there's a new possible dynasty arriving to this simulation in Gilbert Arenas and Paul Pierce. What's going on here? Is this still Shaq? Damn, Shaq is still holding on. But this Supersonics team is actually pretty good, not going to lie. They're pretty deep. Let's go ahead and simulate. Damn, Orlando's up 2-1. Let's see if this gets any closer. Orlando's up 3-1. Are they just going to finish it off? Yeah. Orlando's the new team to beat, ladies and gentlemen. They are the new team to beat. Gilbert Arenas, 44 points in this game. He's averaging 32 in the playoffs. And then Paul Pierce is still playing great. Don't forget they have Josh Smith coming off the bench for some reason, only averaging 7 points a game. He should be a little better than that. I'm just going to go ahead and simulate this series where it's the Hornets. Listen, we got 2 good things that could happen, right? We could have the Magic win, which would be the signal of a possible new dynasty since we have back-to-back champions for the first time since 1992 or something like that, 93. or we have Shaq winning his second title. So both of these options are pretty solid in my opinion. Magic are up 3-0. I have a feeling we're going to get option number 1, where the dynasty may be beginning in Orlando. Is this close? This is actually close, I think. 9-point game, 7-point game. Okay, Hornets avoid getting swept, but you know what? The same exact thing happened last year, where they avoided getting swept and the Magic killed them in Game 5. It's actually close. 8-point game, 10-point game, 3-point game. Okay, 40 seconds, 3-point game will happen. Depending on who has the ball, I mean, there's still a big chance. Okay, Gilbert Arenas at the line. He's making it a 2-possession game, so we can actually go ahead and just simcast the rest of this. There you go. Orlando wins 42-3-7. That's the second time we've seen him drop 42 in this game. And it's going to be back-to-back titles for Gilbert Arenas and the Orlando Magic. 29.6 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Another championship for Gilbert Arenas. Here we have some retirements, and actually some good ones. We got Shawn Kemp retiring. He was an NBA champion in 1991, a 1998 first-team All-NBA member. So good career for him. Gary Payton never was able to win a championship. Sean Elliott was able to. That weird 2001 championship, yeah, he had a great career. He deserves... honestly, Hall of Fame, Finals MVP, and an NBA. I mean, come on now. Billy Owens, I forgot you won a championship. Alonzo Mourning, yes, you did win a championship with the Knicks. That was when you were with Penny Hardaway back in the good old days. Grant Hill, your best stat is that you played with Michael Jordan and were not able to help him out because Michael Jordan fell off so hard and retired as a 69 overall, which is still literally insane to me. But let's continue with this simulation, man. Into the 2007-2008 season, we're low-key getting close to the 2010s, man. We're actually getting kind of close to the 2010s. All right, where should we look at first? I guess we'll go to the Sixers. There's Wade and Elton Brand. Man, what's going on? I keep checking it, but we need you to start doing some stuff, LeBron. You and Kobe have not done, anything. I mean, at least Kobe was making it in the conference finals. We saw you get the 7 seed once, get swept, and haven't really seen from you again. I mean, you've had a lot of first-team All-NBAs, but that's about it. Do you get any upgrades? I guess Mike Conley could be considered an upgrade. So let's continue. The 2008 draft is good, so maybe we should hope that the Timberwolves play bad, and then they'll be able to actually get a good draft pick in 2008. Maybe draft Russell Westbrook or something. I don't know. Okay, the journey. It's time for the LeBron era. We are in 2008, so low-key, right on cue. 35 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. There's his first MVP. Durant, Rookie of the Year. Okay, KD has also entered the association. Things are about to get interesting now because now Westbrook and Rose are about to get drafted in here. Then 2009, obviously, we got Steph and James Harden, so things are about to start getting interesting. There's a Defensive Player of the Year for LeBron. I see Kobe in the first team All-NBA, but I'm assuming his team didn't make the playoffs. He averaged 34 points, so great season for him. Man, it's sad because at this point, Kobe already had 3 titles and was gunning for that 4th and 5th, and it's not really happening. I see the Timberwolves are the 8th seed, so the fact LeBron won a championship as the 8th seed is insane. Orlando are looking at 3-peat, though. That's really what matters here. And they just get past the Celtics, who do they still have? No, they have a new team. They don't even have Tracy McGrady anymore or Steve Nash. So Philly versus Orlando. This Philadelphia 76ers team has been really good for most of the season, but I don't see Wade here anymore. I think Wade got injured, which is going to be a big problem for them. But Gilbert and Arenas and Paul Pierce are looking to get into the finals. Wait, that's Kobe. That's Kobe. Oh my God, Kobe, you got to finish this game off. Who are you playing? The Lakers? Yao Ming? Okay. Kobe, you got to finish this off and get to the finals, man. It's time to finally win a championship, Kobe. It's close. This might be a close game. It's a huge game, too. 6-point game, 8-point game, 10-point game. Clippers need a bucket. 10-point game still. 8-point game. All right, Lakers are going to win this. Forcing a game 7. Kobe, you can't choke this, man. This is the time. You were just up 3-0. This is your moment to finally win a championship or at least get to the final. 4-point game, 5 minutes left. This is going down to the wire, I think. 6-point game now to 8-point game. 6-point game, 8-point game, 6-point game, 8-point game, 5-point game now. 3-point game now. Spaghetti-O. It's getting close. It's back to a 5-point game. That should be good enough to hold on to the end of the game. 4-point game, a minute left. We'll hop in. We'll see. We just got to make sure Kobe can close out this game. He took the hard route. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't drafted with Shaq. He was drafted. What team was he even drafted to? I like low-key forgot. I do remember he was on the Houston Rockets at one point. There's Landry. Back to Kobe. Kobe gets Page a jumping. Kobe all the way to the basket. Draws a foul. And one. Kobe Bean Bryant. Dude, he's up 7 now with 30 seconds. There it is. Kobe has finally made it to the NBA Finals. I think he's going to lose to this Orlando Magic team because, the Magic have proven to be a very good contending team. But at least he made it to the final. Wait, but Paul Pierce is out, I think. It depends how long of an injury Paul Pierce is out for, right? That will really dictate how this matchup will go. Because if Paul Pierce is out, that's a huge loss. He's out for the season. This might have given Kobe his actual final chance, or not his final chance, but a chance to win a championship. He's up 1-0. It's 1-1. It's 2-1. If you're going to win a championship now, it has to be here. It has to be right here, man. 41 points. What is he doing in the playoffs, in the finals right now? We got to see his last couple of games. Let's see. 25, 22, 36, and 41. So his last 2 games have been really big. Let's see if he can close out this Magic team and finally be an NBA champion in 2008. Okay, he needs to score one more time, and then he can maybe make a little comeback. Not looking good. Not a single. Oh, okay. Wait, he needs one more bucket. Okay, 3-point game, 56 seconds. It's worth it to hop into this one. It's worth it. Here's Ollie. Where's Kobe? They got Earl Boykins in the game. Because he's on the Clippers. I'm an idiot. He's in the game. Okay. I don't know why I thought he was in the Magic. Good steal, Shane. Let's go, go, go. Good pass out to Van Exel. Maybe just give it to Kobe. Yeah, let Kobe go to work. Okay, Battier, sure. I respect you, Battier. That's a 3 for the tie. They needed that. They just need to stop, though. There's still a lot of time in this game. They need to stop. Earl Boykins. Ollie. I don't even see Arenas. He must have fouled out or something. Tough post fadeaways missed. Timeout for the Clippers. Did he foul out? Arenas, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists, 6 fouls. He did foul out. So this is literally the chance for Kobe to be an NBA champion. I do think this Magic team would have absolutely destroyed the Clippers if Paul Pierce was healthy. But, all NBA championships take a little bit of luck. Let's be real. Here's Shane Battier, Radjanovic, Kobe. Back out. Okafor is not going to take that 3. Battier, big-time three-pointers missed. They're going to have to finish it in 6 then. Kobe had 24, 4, and 4. Kind of a rough game. Must have got nervous because, he finally had a chance to win a championship. But this time he's home. He did it on purpose. He wants to win a title at home. This might be another close game, boys. 4-point game, 6-point game now. 2-point game, 1 minute and 37 seconds. We got back-to-back close games. I believe Orlando has the ball. Is Gilbert Arenas actually playing this time? He is. I see him. All right, this is going to be tough. It's time to finish things off. Finally, a championship for Kobe. Gilbert Arenas. Driving inside. Hop step. Tough bucket is good. Big-time shot for Gilbert Arenas. Lays it up and in. Come on, Kobe. Finish this off. Screen comes. Kobe. Back out. Landry, a big-time 3! Takes a huge 3-point lead. They really needed that. With 1 minute and 17 seconds, here is Gilbert Arenas. Taking it in. Tough bucket is good. Gilbert is not going down without a fight. He's got 40 points and 12 assists. He is still trying to three-peat for the city of Orlando. The first three-peat since Jordan and David Robinson misses. Big rebound. Oh, never mind. Boykins the rebound right back. Here he comes. Earl Boykins. Back out to Bezic. Now it's Gilbert Arenas in the corner. Doesn't pull it. Drives in. Back out Earl Boykins. Screen comes. Gilbert in the corner. Drives inside on Nick Van Exel. Back out to Earl Boykins. That's a tough shot, especially when you're 5'5". Can Kobe ice this game? Shane Battier bringing up the ball. Slow it down. Van Exel. Okafor. Back out to Landry. Another three-pointer is missed. He had a big one, but that one is not going to go through. Clippers need to stop the Orlando Magic for like 16 seconds. Literally just 16 seconds. The biggest 16 seconds of Kobe's life right here for him to win a championship. They need to stop. Arenas. Oh, God, I have a feeling Arenas is going to gamer us. I don't know why I'm saying us. I'm just rooting for Kobe hard. Gilbert already has his 2 championship. He doesn't need another one. 3 seconds here. He's taking a deep 3. Oh, no, he's taking a tough 3. Misses. Kobe Bean Bryant is finally an NBA champion, man. It took so goddamn long. It took so long. It was a grind, but Kobe has done it, ladies and gentlemen. He has done it. Man, that was a grind. That was a grind. It took him, he drafted in 1996. It took him 12 years to finally win his first NBA title. And life is good for Kobe Bryant, man. Life is good. Amazing scenes here. He has to win the Finals MVP. Yep, he does. Good stuff, Kobe. Good stuff, buddy. I mean, Gilbert had a huge game with 40 points, but it wasn't enough for the true winner in Kobe Bryant, who finally steals an NBA champion from a dynasty in the making. The question is that going to kind of ruin the hopes and dreams of the Magic from becoming a dynasty? Like, I mean, they do have 3 finals appearances in 2 years, but listen, the Raptors had that as well. They only won 2 championships. We haven't seen a team win 3 championships since Michael Jordan. Or maybe Kobe. Maybe Kobe will go back to back now. I don't know. Maybe somebody will sign with the Clippers. All right, this is the team Kobe won a championship with, by the way. So that's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that championship, man. He'll be remembering that for a long time. I gotta check league history because it's been a minute. So our MVPs, remember Gilbert has won 3 of them. I have a feeling LeBron is gonna start winning a lot of MVPs starting now, but I guess we'll see. Rookie of the Years, you know what I'm saying. We can pretty much assume who's a Rookie of the Year. LeBron just won a Defensive Player of the Year. Shaq won 3 of these from 2000 all the way to 2003. I'm not going to lie. Do you guys hear my voice is like going out a little bit? It's going out just a little bit. Let's check champions. So, obviously, this team is probably still going to be a dynasty. We thought this Raptors team was going to be a dynasty, but they only won 2 in 4 years. And let's see. I mean, Orlando needs to win one. Orlando basically needs to win another one so that they can at least have 3 in 4 years. But again, that's a pretty hard feat to accomplish. What's going on with LeBron? Nothing. The team is not getting better. Poor LeBron. So right before we enter the 2010s, we get a new MVP in Tracy McGrady. 30 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. There's Westbrook, 17 points. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. I kind of hope he's purposely bad so that he can get a good draft pick, but they're the 8th seed, so he's not that bad. And Orlando has dropped all the way back to the 8th seed. Is Toronto still like the same team? Yeah, they still have kind of a similar team, it looks like. So maybe Toronto will be the one to win their 3rd championship. There we go. They take down the Magic. Damn, it looks like what's his name? It looks like that was like a one and done for Kobe Bryant and the Clippers. I mean, now they're just back to being same old, same old. Yeah, the Kings have Dwight. I remember that. And then this Phoenix Suns team. So this year we have a weird 2 teams, other than obviously the Raptors, who we love. But let's see if they can win. They don't. So we're going to get a new champion that I don't care about. It's the Suns. One thing about the Suns is they've actually been pretty good in this NBA history. I'm not going to lie. They won here in 2009. They won in 2001. They won in 1995, 94, 93. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 championships. So, honestly, the Suns have probably been the best team in this whole simulation. They've been kind of like the Bulls in this simulation. Pretty solid. Hey, Penny Hardaway, NBA champion. Good for him. Good career that he had. Let's be real. Okay, so this is the first draft lottery I actually care about, not going to lie. I actually care about this draft lottery because it determines who or where Stephen Curry is going to. So let's go ahead and see. Jazz pick Steph Curry with the first pick. James Harden is on the Mavericks. Blake Griffin on the Bulls. Damn, I didn't mean to do this. I'm just going to simulate to the end so that and just let the GM sim for me. Okay, let's go ahead and check who's on the Jazz, and obviously we'll check everybody else, but I'm very curious to see who got Steph. Old Chris Webber and Bobby Simmons, so not ideal for Curry. What about James Harden? Did James Harden get a nice team? Not really. Not really. Blake Griffin? Anything going on with Blake? Jason Kidd, but he's really old, so that doesn't really help too much. Yeah, I mean, these picks, it seems like they really got the worst of the worst. Who do the Timberwolves get? Aaron Baines? Okay, that'll move the needle for LeBron right there. A nice little Aaron Baines pickup. Let's continue. We're going into 2009, 2010, and that means we're getting closer and closer to the 2010s, a.k.a. the LeBron era. So that obviously should be fun. We'll go over all these teams since it has been a little bit. Wade and Tyson Chandler. I feel like this team made the conference finals, but hasn't really been able to do much otherwise. This Bobcats team sucks. The Bucks have not been very good. This Jason Kidd-led team won a championship back in 2005. I remember that. I don't know if he was on the Bulls, but I do remember him winning a championship, and he was the leader. This team was supposed to be good, but ended up being nothing. Kobe, that's all I cared about. Him just winning at least one championship. Everything else, whatever. Can't believe this team never won a championship, not going to lie, with Iverson and Dirk. I just can't believe that. Somehow this team won a championship. I remember that. I was actually upset about that. Didn't this team make the finals? Mike Bibby? I remember seeing Mike Bibby in the finals. I could be wrong, though. There's Rondo and Derrick Rose, an interesting duo. This team made the finals. I remember this. Page on Yao, both in the finals. Pierce and Arenas were supposed to be a dynasty, but lost in the first round and were the 8th seed last year. Kevin Durant and Westbrook find themselves on the same team, so look out for that in the future. And let's see, anything else? This team is supposed to be good, but it looks like Tim Duncan has already kind of fallen off, so I don't know how much longer that team's going to be very good. I still remember the championship Ray Allen had back in 2001, and the Suns have been consistently the best franchise in this simulation. As for LeBron, well, hopefully Mike Conley will move the needle so LeBron can actually make a deep run in the finals. Let's get right into the 2009-2010 season. There's an MVP for LeBron. Hopefully that means that maybe he's seeded a little higher than the last couple of years. Steph Curry, Rookie of the Year. Maybe that team's going to be good. I don't know. Damn, he's injured, though, for 2 to 4 weeks. So even if LeBron is in a good spot in the playoffs, it's not really going to matter too much. There's Kobe back in the All-NBA second team. Good to see you, buddy. 30 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. But you missed the playoffs. And the Timberwolves are the first seed. Man, that could have been big. All right, let's see. Maybe they can win without LeBron. Holy... This is like real life 2010 LeBron. No LeBron, and you just get swept by the Grizzlies. Who do the Grizzlies even have? I mean, they still have Dirk and Iverson, but damn, no LeBron, and there was no shot you guys were going to win that series. The Magic are back. Let's see if the Magic can make a run here. All right, Magic are back in the conference finals. That's some interesting stuff. They could win a third championship here. I think they should be able to beat the Bucks. As for Portland, Brandon Roy, and then Allen Iverson and Dirk. Could we see a Memphis versus Orlando series? That's a series I actually would be very interested in seeing. Orlando's back. No, Memphis lost. So I think Orlando's going to win this series. I mean, this would be a third championship for them, but it looks like it's way harder than we expected, I guess. The Trailblazers are going to... Or is Brandon Roy led Trailblazers? Really? That's what 2K is feeling right now? I mean, this is close, so 5-point game, 2 minutes left. Sure, what happened? Let's do it. Orlando needs a big win here so that maybe they can prove themselves as a dynasty and win. This would be a third championship in 5 years. They probably should have won again that one with Kobe, but there were so many injuries. What is this lineup? They're running like a 4-center, like a 5-center lineup. Wait a second. All of these guys, I think, are big men. Hold on a second. Where's Arenas? Where's Paul Pierce? There's Arenas. Is Pierce injured again in the finals? This is a power forward. This is a power forward. This is a power forward. This is a center, and this is a center. They're running 3 power forwards in a center. This is a goofy lineup right here. It's a very goofy lineup. Here's Gortat into O'Brien. 3 seconds here. 2 seconds. None of them can shoot. So what is this? What I almost want to just quit the game because what is this lineup they're running? Here's Kyle Korver. Out to Dragic. I don't even see Brandon Roy. That's the craziest thing about it. This is going to be another one of those random teams that win a championship. Dragic all the way to the basket. Misses. I mean, we know they're not going to be able to score in the paint because there's just a bunch of power forwards running around. Good pass to Hickson. That's a nice layup. Misses. Never mind. Here's Kyle Korver. Out to Kevin Martin. Back to Kevin Martin. Dragic now on the perimeter. Kevin Martin, open mid-range, puts it in. 7-point lead with a minute left. We're having a very random championship. It's the Trailblazers, I guess. Brandon Roy, finals MVP is what it looks like, which is extremely random. 20 points, 11 assists, but congratulations, Brandon Roy. You are NBA champions. And it is now officially, wait, let's check the player retirement first, I guess. We'll do that first. Nothing interesting. Keith Van Horn. Had a good career, buddy, but it's over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally, we are in, officially, the 2010 era. Honestly, my only thought is please tell me LeBron James left the Timberwolves. Please tell me that happened. Please tell me he left the Timberwolves. Where are the Timberwolves? There they are. He's still here. Damn it. Well, you're not winning a championship anytime soon, LeBron. Let's continue with the sim into the 2010-2011 season. I have been recording for 3 hours and 47 minutes straight. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe because, honestly, I think I'm losing my voice because I've been talking for 4 hours straight. So do me a favor and give me a like and subscribe. Thank you so much. It's been a very long road. MVP for LeBron, but no winning. So why? What does it mean? What does it mean? I mean, is he going to be like a great player that doesn't win? Okay, they're the 2nd seed this season, which okay, we're getting interesting. Also, R.I.P. the Raptors, man. The Raptors, a dynasty that lived and then died because they missed the playoffs. They're the 11th seed. Did their lineup change at all? I think they lost Tim Duncan, it looks like here. And, that team is dead. Also, R.I.P. Orlando, 30-52 record. Paul Pierce and Gilbert Arenas still played, but they finished with the 14th seed. So things are looking different now in this franchise, in this simulation, right? Because we might have to fill in the gap for those two teams who've been kind of consistently the 2 better teams in the league. Obviously, they didn't win a championship every year, but since the 2000s, it's been the Raptors right here, and it's been the Orlando Magic that have been kind of the benchmark of most of these teams, and also the Suns. But I don't want to talk about the Suns. I hate the Suns in this game right now, other than when they were playing with Michael Jordan and David Robinson. Okay, Minnesota has reached, or at least gotten past the first round. They're going to have to take out Westbrook and Kevin Durant. This is unironically a great series that I actually don't mind hopping into. So I'm going to actually simulate this actually for real. But Minnesota is playing better, it looks like. It's 2-2. Dallas is up 3-2. Westbrook and KD somehow ended up on the same team in the Western Conference. Just this time, it's the Mavericks. And Minnesota is up. Oh, it's a close game. All right, Minnesota takes care of that, and we got a Game 7. Don't care about any other team. I'm watching this series right here, this masterclass of a series. Damn, it might be a LeBron loss. He's down 15. He's down 14. He's down 16. Yeah, the Mavericks win. Westbrook. Wait, how did this happen? This is actually crazy. They have Harden, KD, and Westbrook, all three of them. I'm not going to lie. That's actually fire. That is fire. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we have a makeshift Oklahoma City Thunder team literally in the Western Conference as well. That is probably going to be the next dynasty. And are the Celtics. The Celtics might finally make it past round one, and the Mavericks are not ready for the spotlight, losing to Kevin Love and Jason Terry, which means another team that has been kind of one of the benchmarks throughout the 2000s might finally become NBA champions. Game 1 goes to the Celtics. Game 2 to the Celtics. Game 3 to the Nuggets. Game 4 to the Nuggets. Who do the Nuggets even have? Jason Terry and Kevin Love. Oh, my God. All right, Celtics up 3-2. Let's see if they close out the series right here. The Celtics, T-Mac and Steve Nash have been on the same team for literally their whole career. They have not moved, but they are going to have to play Game 7 in order to win this. Here we go. Game 7. They're at home. Or are we going to see another bogus champion like Kevin Love and Jason Terry? Or can we see some real motherfuckers win a championship? 1-point game with 3 minutes left. Oh, my God, this is close. Okay, 3-point game, 1 minute and 48 seconds. Don't mind if I do. I'll hop into this one. Here we go, 1 minute and 48 seconds. Steve Nash with the ball behind the back. Back out to Holland. Creative player puts in the midi. 1-point game. Nash and T-Mac, like I said a couple times so far, have been a great duo in this simulation. But they're going to have to win a championship to really prove that they are one of the best teams. Jason Terry knocks down a big-time three. This Nuggets team is obviously a huge underdog. I never would have expected a team of Kevin Love and, Kevin Love and Jason Terry to get to the finals and possibly even win. That's a great pass from Steve Nash, and we have a 2-point game here. 2-point game here, Jason Terry. Nash on him. Driving in, can't find the shot. Step back. JT, the Jet, out to Corey Maggette now. Jason Terry, open three, doesn't take it. Steve Nash on him. Kick out, Kevin Love, 4-3, misses. McGrady the rebound. Chance for Boston to tie up the game and one. And now we have a chance for them to actually take the lead. I think that's Tyrus Thomas. Big free throw. Of course he misses. Why wouldn't he? Here's Corey Maggette. The crossover between the legs. Step back. Doesn't take the midi. Back out to Jason Terry. Now it's Kevin Love. Tie ball game. Corey Maggette doesn't take the three. Back out to Jason Terry. Screen comes. Terry. Mid-range. Misses. Tyrus Thomas the rebound. Here comes the Boston Celtics. 5-second separation shot clock on game clock. Steve Nash can't find the shot. Jason Terry on him. Back out to T-Mac. The biggest possession of their career. Here we go. Behind the back. Picks up his dribble. Stolen. Gets it back. 2 seconds. T-Mac's going to have to do something with it. Misses. Rebound. Tyrus Thomas. He has been the hero for the Boston Celtics. And they have to get one stop here. They have to just stop the Nuggets for 5 seconds, and this duo has fulfilled what I said they should have done a while ago. Let's be real. Here we go. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Corey Maggette. Corey. Oh, no, that's a good shot. He misses. The Boston Celtics are NBA champions. Tracy McGrady and Steve Nash found their opening, man. The Raptors fell off. The Orlando Magic fell off. And that gave this Steve Nash and T-Mac Celtics team a chance. They also had Marc Gasol. I didn't realize that. That's pretty cool. To actually take home an NBA champion. Do I think they're going to win another one? Probably not, but it is cool to see them win this one. And finally, man, injuries were annoying for them. You know, sometimes T-Mac wouldn't play that good. Sometimes Nash wouldn't play that good. But they both balled out, found the opening, and finally won their first championship. There it is. By the way, what a perfect way to start the 2010s with a new champion that I actually appreciate seeing win. That's always fun. Let's check out the teams right now since we haven't done it in a bit. Starting with the 76ers, who have Kobe now. Kobe went to his hometown team. All right. LaMarcus Aldridge and Boogie. Carmelo and Blake Griffin and John Wall. That's a good team. Not going to lie. Jamison, T-Mac, and Steve Nash obviously just won championships. Dirk all alone in Memphis. Tony Parker, don't forget he's a champion. Steph Curry, Dante Green, not a bad team. Maybe Steph can make a run. Rose and Rondo, Yao Ming and Jason Terry. Is that Jason Terry? Oh, he just ditched. Pierce and Gilbert Arenas. Remember when they were the GOATs? Kevin Durant, Westbrook, and Harden. This is the future probably of the league, and I have a feeling, give it like 2 more years, they're going to be literally running the NBA. Probably this year, they're probably going to win a championship, and they might end up being the best super team. Vince and Tim Duncan, Ray Allen, Wade, and Kevin Garnett is an interesting team, but KG's a little old now. LeBron and Conley and Hibbert, let's hope they can make a run next year possibly. Chris Bosh, remember this guy is I kind of glossed over it, but he is an NBA champion and Finals MVP, the only one from the 2003 draft class. Chris Paul and Pau Gasol. And Chris Paul is the best player in the league, which is interesting, by the way. 25 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. He's a 98 overall. All right, let's get into the 2011-2012 season. 30 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Like I said, there's a whole lot of winning MVPs, but not a lot of championships. He does win a lot of MVPs, though, so I'll give him that. Maybe they'll make a run this year. They're the 5 seed. Jazz. I'm looking for the Jazz as well because that's Steph. But out in the East, I mean, yeah. Anything interesting? Anything that could happen that could be big here? Obviously, the Mavericks. We're keeping our eye out on the Mavericks because most likely they're going to be the next dynasty. So let's just continue this. All right, so Dallas. Ooh, we got another LeBron James versus Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden matchup. So that should be fun. Who's on the Knicks nowadays, actually? Rondo and J.R. Smith. Oh, yeah, this is the Rondo Derrick Rose team, right? Yeah. And, dude, the East used to be way stronger than the West. Now the West is way stronger than the East. 2-1. Dallas is up 2-3-1. They're going to win this. Yep. All right, well, this, ladies and gentlemen, it's over. After you watch the Mavericks absolutely obliterate the New York Knicks, this will be the last team you see win a championship. The Mavericks are about to be I was wrong. The Knicks are up 3-2. Man, the Mavericks are kind of falling apart. They're having trouble. This is their first NBA final. Kind of expected them to already be champions, but they're not yet. It's Rondo and Derrick Rose. A strange champion, but they have done it. And I'm very surprised they actually beat the Mavericks. Because the Mavericks are literally just the 2010s Thunder, basically. Just maybe without Serge Ibaka. Everything else is the same. All right, what's going on with this league now? Man, Vince and Timmy are still together, but Tim Duncan's like he's an 80 overall, so it's over for him. LeBron, we need help. We need help. We need to help you. We need help for you. Can I check this Dallas Mavericks team? Actually, I want to see if they're all still together still. Yep, they are. It's over for the NBA. They have a good bench, too. There's no way that Mavericks team isn't winning a championship this year. 0 shot. Kevin Durant MVP, I told you, there's just no shot that the Mavericks don't win the championship this year. LeBron Defensive Player of the Year. I got to check league history real quick because I want to see the Defensive Player of the Year. So, obviously, MVP LeBron has won 3 of them. He actually has 4 of them, but not really doing much as far as winning basketball games. The championships have been all over the place. League leaders have been relatively consistent, actually. Chris Webber was winning them a lot. LeBron has won it 5 times. Kobe even won it 3 times. Iverson won it once. Gilbert was won it 2 when he had that big time performance. I want to check Defensive Player of the Year, though. Yeah, LeBron owns this award since 2006, other than Shane Battier winning it once and Joakim Noah in 2012. LeBron has won it from 2008 all the way to 2010 and 13, and also won in 2005, 2006. So he has owned that award, although he is missing from the playoffs. There's nothing going on here. As a matter of fact, I see Steph here, but Steph is going to have to get through the Mavericks. Whoa, the Mavericks just came back from 3-0. See, this is actually a good matchup right here. We got Stephen Curry, Dante Green versus Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant. I don't see Harden, though. Is Harden injured? Is that going to hurt their chances of finally being NBA champions? I guess I'll have to check that real quick. Yep, James Harden's out for only 1 to 2 weeks, so they just have to get past Steph Curry and this Jazz team, and then they should be well on their way to... Okay, Steph Curry's fighting hard. There it is. They lost to the Grizzlies once, but I think this Grizzlies team is already pretty old. Dirk is getting old, and he's definitely not as good as he used to be. I'm assuming... Whoa, that was closer than I thought. All right, Chicago. John Wall. This is another team I said was really good. It looks like Kevin Durant is not on the Mavericks right now. He might be experiencing some injuries, out for the season. That makes life a lot harder. So this Bulls team with John Wall, Carmelo, and Blake, which I think is really good, I think is going to end up taking care of business here. Wait, I was completely wrong. I think I was completely wrong. Okay, we got a Game 7. Bulls could come back from 3-0 here in the NBA Finals. We've already seen a 3-0 comeback. I think we've seen at least like 3 or 4 3-0 comebacks. Minute and 45 seconds. Sure, I'll hop in. 6-point game. Let's do it. Westbrook hits the screen. Driving in is stolen by Blake Griffin. Out to George Hill. All the way back out to Melo, and he steps out of bounds. Not ideal. Not going to lie. Not very smart from Carmelo Anthony. But, hey, Melo at least has been more of a winner than LeBron. Let's be real. It's funny because, like, Wade, obviously Bosh is a winner, but, like, in his own right, like, not, like, an individual winner. Wade and LeBron were really the only, like, true, Blake has to steal. Oh, my God. Were really the only true individual winners. Blake Griffin with the slam dunk. Yeah, but like I was saying, they're really the two only individual winners. But it seems like Carmelo and Bosh, the two that are not individual winners, are going to end up being the first to win championships. That is if the Bulls can close things out. I'd love to see John Wall also win a championship. That is an offensive foul. No bueno on the screen. But I would love to see John Wall win a championship only because he's literally one of my favorite players of all time. I love John Wall. I mean, I think I have said that multiple times in videos. Here's Russell Westbrook behind the back, all the way back out. Pavlovich, they need that. Misses. Great rebound from Eddie Curry. We do have a 6-point game. They need a stop, though. If there's not a stop here, I'm just going to assume this is over. Oh, they're already fouling, yeah. This is a Bulls masterclass. The Bulls are champions. 29, 12, and 3. Carmelo averaged 27. John Wall put up 23 and 8. Blake put up 25, 7, and 4. I mean, this Bulls team could be the next dynasty in this league. I know I've said that a million times, but, I mean, we've had teams that have won 2 championships, right? But we haven't had a team to win 3 championships since 1995. And that's literally almost 20 years ago. So, I don't know. Could this Bulls team be the next team? Who knows? The thing is that injuries really have seemed to play a factor in this game mode. But also, other parts of it is that, I don't know, feel like teams have trouble being consistent, and there are a lot of really good teams in this league. So, it's tough. Just the fact that LeBron hasn't even made an NBA final is crazy, and Kobe was only able to pull off 1 championship, you know? Like, it's very hard to win a championship in this league, and it's hard to build a dynasty. But we can go over every team real quick. Kawhi and DeMarcus Cousins are still out here. Damn, this is actually a pretty good team. Kobe is almost on the decline. He's probably going to retire fairly soon. We're heading into 2013-14? So, yeah, that's insane. I mean, go through all the teams here. Derrick Rose. I can't believe this team won a championship, by the way. Wade and Yao Ming is fun. I don't know how Yao Ming hasn't gotten injured once. And they have Clay. That's actually a pretty good team. But Wade is kind of washed now. I have no idea how this team hasn't won a championship. Again, this team probably should have a championship, but they lost Kevin Durant last season. But then again, that Bulls team is stacked, so I don't really know. And this, man, LeBron, you got to just leave. I mean, you signed a 4-year deal with the Timberwolves. It's time to just leave that team, bro. How did Chris Bosh win a Finals MVP, man? How did this happen in 2009? How did that happen? How did that happen? Good for Melo, though, and John Wall's a champion. I guess my prediction for this is that we're going to see the Bulls possibly win another championship. But I think if the Mavericks stay healthy, we're looking at a future dynasty from them. It really all depends with if they can stay healthy. That's the only way they can win a championship. Another MVP for LeBron. Are we going to see you finally make a deep run in the playoffs? Like, oh my God. Another Defensive Player of the Year as well. Hey, Giannis has spawned in. We've kind of forgot about the drafts, I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's been a really long video, so it's hard to keep up with everything. Also, player retirements, but I'll check that right after this season. So what do we got? What do we got going on here? So Dallas is now the 4 seed. Who's on the Pelicans? Did I not look at this? Okay, Isaiah Thomas, Gordon Hayward. I would have never thought this would be a strong team. And Steph is the 8th seed. I don't know if we're going to see much winning from him. And LeBron is the 7th seed as well. They shouldn't even give him MVPs, considering he can't get like the 3 seed or higher right now. Who's on the New York Knicks, man? Who's on the New York Knicks? Oh, right, this weird-ass Derrick Rose and Rajon Rondo team. All right, this might be a weird season. Mavericks take care of that. Whoa, the Jazz beat the Pelicans. So the Jazz might have something special cooking. Can Stephen Curry? Is this Stephen Curry's season? No, not yet. Probably not ever. Who's on the Lakers? Oh, yeah, Wade, Klay Thompson, and Yao. I think this should be an easy series for Dallas. I keep saying Thunder because it's basically the Thunder. And the Bobcats, man, they've been so bad for this whole video, but Kawhi, Anthony Davis, and DeMarcus Cousins is a really good trio. Really good trio. But I don't know. I think it's Westbrook, Harden, and KD's time. They're up 1-0. They're up 2-0. 2-1 here. 2-2. Mavericks are up 3-2. Is it their time to become champions in 2014? I believe it will be. I think that's what 2K is going to be doing. Yes, they will. Okay, there it is. Well, I've been saying they were going to be champions for the last 4 years, and finally they have done it. 34-8-4 from Kevin Durant, 29-3-9 from Westbrook, 19-4-13 from Harden. I can't believe all 3 of them ended up on the same team. It's actually insane to me. It's insane to me. And I don't know, there might be some people that are like, how did this happen? This is obviously cap. Literally just look at this. Drafted round. See, I wish it showed you what team they were drafted to. That's annoying. But yeah, I would not like cap about this. There's no reason for me to do that. I haven't done that really once in the whole video. Everything has been randomized pretty much. But there it is, their first championship. Page retiring. Remember he was in the finals, I think, 1 year. Dude, my voice actually hurts. Oh my God, I feel like I'm getting sick right now. Like I've been talking for almost 4.5 hours straight. Wally. Shane Battier, I remember you were a champion in 2008 with Kobe. That was one of my favorite champions right there. I'm not going to lie. That was one of my favorite championships. All right, let's hop in, continue into the 2015 season. We are now basically 10 seasons away from the ending of this video. The last and final 10 seasons. Exactly, actually 11 seasons, but it feels like 10. I don't know. The last season is probably going to be like a quick one. I'm going to go through that fast. I might actually start speedrunning this too because I'm not going to lie, my voice hurts so much. I'm like fighting out here for you guys. I don't know if you guys have heard like my voice change. I guess I'm going to hear it in the editing process, but oh my God, my voice hurts. I wonder if this team is going to stay together. That's really the question. I mean, Westbrook and KD are both on 1-year deals, but maybe if one of them takes a pay cut, they can all sign and stay together. I guess we will see. Dwayne Wade, MVP. Finally something new other than LeBron. Jokic has made his way onto the Wizards. Another Defensive Player of the Year for LeBron. At least that is always going to happen every single time. Minnesota is the 8th seed, but let's be real, they're going to get their ass kicked. Whoa! LeBron. Hold on. Should I say? I'll simcast this. Why not? Game 7. We might see LeBron James actually take out the number 1 seed. Is this finally the year 2015 where LeBron wakes up? Looks like no. The Mavericks still are going to win. And I have a feeling they're going to win the title. Even though they looked a little shaky. But it's a rematch of last year's final. There you go. Kawhi, Anthony Davis, and Boogie. Is this going to be a back-to-back championship for the Mavericks? 2-1. They're up 3-1. Boom. There it is. Kevin Durant, 26-8-8. Another Finals MVP. I think this is our first back-to-back since the Orlando Magic back in 2006 and 2007. They're hunting for the first three-peat since the Jordan Phoenix Suns days. It's very it's you know what? It's possible. I would like to see it. Do I think we're going to see it? Probably not. As we we'll check the retirements real quick. Kobe, there you go, retiring 1 year earlier than he actually retired. One of my favorite championships. I think this whole video was watching him win it in, where was he again? Jeez, I can't believe I forgot. Oh, he was in the Clippers. That was one of my favorite championships to watch. They beat a team that was looking at three-peat in the finals. If you missed that, I would advise you to go back into the video and watch that because it was probably the best championship and finals run that we had in this video. Tim Duncan was one of the best players from this video, two-time NBA champion in 2000 and 2003. Honestly, his team low-key should have been better, and they should have had a better run, but this is still pretty good. Anybody else here that is interesting that retired? I don't think so. So let's continue with this video on to the 2015-16 season, where now we officially only have 10 more seasons left. All right, so in basically what we're looking at now is we're looking at the Dallas Mavericks, who have a good chance of three-peating. Although, did they keep all their guys? No, they lost Kevin Durant. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. I can't see a three-peat happening now, man. The three-peat is a curse in this NBA. He's on the Miami Heat. Let's see what the Miami Heat look like. Damn. Did LeBron leave at least, please? No. All right. Good to see LeBron is still sticking it out till the end. Jesus. Man, Kevin Durant joined a bad team. That's interesting. So they didn't want to take a pay cut. So that means I think the Hornets are going to end up I know I've said it a million times, but I mean, they're all young. And the thing is Anthony Davis, I think this is still a rookie contract. So if they're not going to win a championship this year, they're probably not going to win again. My prediction, the Charlotte Hornets. KD back winning MVPs after he left his team. Who the hell is Lamar Banks? Who is this? Who is this guy? 18 points, 13 rebounds. Man, the centers are not that good in this era. So you don't have to be that good to make an All-NBA team. There's Curry having a breakout season in 2015-16, right on cue. And he's into the conference finals. Where are the Mavericks? Wow, the Mavericks didn't even make the playoffs without KD? That's actually kind of insane. We might have a Curry championship, by the way. We might have a Curry championship. Who's on the Suns? They're always so consistent. Now they have Giannis, man. The Suns always get lucky. It doesn't matter. I think whatever happens, I think the Hornets are going to end up winning a championship, but let's simulate this round. Yes! Okay, we have Curry in the finals, but something tells me this Hornets team is too good. 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. The Hornets have lost. If they lose this one, it's a third time losing in the NBA Finals. This is a close one. 5-point game. Tie ball game. 1-point game now. 4-point game. Minute and 35 seconds. 1-point game. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Our first time actually watching this Hornets team play. They've been obviously in the finals 3 times. They've destroyed the Eastern Conference, but have come across Kevin Durant and Westbrook in the last 2 years. Now they're coming off a prime Stephen Curry. Kawhi, big-time threes. Big-time shot. That's beautiful from Kawhi Leonard. Curry's at his absolute peak. Just averaged 30 points a game, so I'm sure he's confident in himself. Steph out to Samuels. Doesn't take it. Screen is set. Samuels. That's a tough midi. Misses. Tipped out to Odin. Here comes Kawhi. Kawhi. Behind the back. DeMarcus Cousins sets a big screen. Kawhi Leonard. Pull up mid-range. Good. 4-point lead here in Utah. Let's see if Steph can get a big bucket here. They're trying to finish this series off at home. It'll probably be tough to go on the road and win a championship there. Steph, step back. What a move. Hop, step, lefty layup. He is absolutely on top of his game right now. Impressive stuff from Stephen Curry. Stolen, TJ McConnell. Look at TJ, man. All right, give it to Steph. Give it to Steph. Curry sizing up his defender. Can't find the shot. Step back. Picks up his dribble. Once again, can't find the shot. Dante Green. What a block. I think that's Greg Oden. What a rejection. Here's Curry. 3 seconds on the shot. They're going to have to get a shot up. Corey Maggette, that's a bad look. Yep, Hornets are going to win this one, I believe. What? Okay, they missed both free throws. I messed that up, guys. Whatever, the Hornets won. Okay, thank God. See, I didn't mess that up too bad. That's good because it means they missed both free throws. So it made no sense. Anyway, the Jazz are up 3-2, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. Let's see if they can win on the road here. Hornets are up by 20. So I don't think they're going to win on the road. Game 7. Steph Curry trying to win a championship in 2016. This would be a perfect way to enter the 2016-17 era, a.k.a. the Steph Curry era. 2-point game. Oof, 2-point game, 41 seconds. It's not looking too good right now, Steph Curry fans, and I'm one of them. I do want to see Steph win a championship in this era. Considering we haven't seen anything from LeBron, literally nothing. Hey, this Jazz team has Devin Booker too? Why didn't I see him before? Here's Kawhi. I guess he was just drafted literally this year. He's a rookie. Kawhi driving in all the way to the basket for a slam dunk. If the Jazz can't score here, unfortunately, the dream might be over. Unless Devin Booker gets really good soon, and then maybe, I don't know, they pick up somebody solid as well. Who knows? Is that... Okay, I was going to say, I thought that was a steal, and that was a turnover, and I was going to be actually angry. 24 seconds left here. Curry's open. Curry. Should have just pulled that, I'm not going to lie. Steph. Step back. You guys kind of need a 3 here. Perkins out to Middleton. It's Curry driving in. That's a bad pass. Stolen. And, well, I mean, the Hornets do kind of deserve this championship, not going to lie. It was a good try, Steph. You'll have another shot at it. You blew a 3-1 lead in 2016, just like in real life. Except this time you don't have a championship to back yourself up. Kawhi Leonard, Finals MVP, averaged 30 points. He deserved that. Considering they lost in back-to-back years, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's true. Yeah, they lost to the Hornets twice. One time they were the Bobcats, then they were the Hornets. And then third time's a charm, they beat the Jazz in 7, literally coming back from 3-1. So they do deserve that championship. We'll see. Maybe this Hornets team will be the team that will finally three-peat in the NBA because we haven't seen that. We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen that yet. And by the way, 2016-17, we are officially entering a brand new era, man. We're officially entering the Steph Curry era. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Steph Curry era, a.k.a. the 2010s. They can't call it the Steph Curry era because then LeBron fans would be angry, but it is the Steph Curry era because they show him first. See? All right. It actually is called the Steph era. Never mind. W Steph. All right. I mean, this is perfect time in the Steph era for you to start winning championships. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. Let's see the Jazz team. Derrick Rose. Wait, they lost Steph after you? Okay, where's Steph? Maybe Steph and LeBron teamed up to try to win a championship? He's on the Lakers. Okay. He's on the Lakers. Oh! I mean, is that Draymond Green too? I thought this was Draymond Green. Yeah, Steph and Clay are back together. So... I feel like that's fun. James Harden and Westbrook are still together. Fortunately, guys, I'm very sorry about this, but my mic, I didn't realize there was a 3-hour time limit for my mic, so I lost everything from 2K 2016-17 all the way to 2025, but, I mean, not really much happened. Important things happened, though, like a three-peat from the Suns, and then there was also a Ben Simmons MVP. Basically, after 2016-17, honestly, things got really weird. Like, the Suns three-peated, then the Rockets won with Ben Simmons. He also won an MVP this year. And then 3-time Celtics win. And then, actually, also, the Timberwolves were able to get to the finals twice, LeBron, and LeBron lost both of them. I wish we could have at least just had these three-peats and then forgot about everything else. But, unfortunately, things got cut out, so I'm really sorry about that. If you guys enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and smash like, subscribe if you're new. This is a 3-hour video, so it's a banger. It's a really long one. I appreciate it if you watch all the way through. If you don't, that's fine. I get it. My name is Ethan. You guys are the best viewers on earth. Peace.